Yo, check it out. It's your boy Saigon. We here. Vlad TV, you know what I'm saying? Saigon, half couldn't make it, half got sick. So I got my brother, I got Queens, still got Queens in the building, you know what I mean?
That's what we do.
My brother,
man.
Ali Vegas, man, I like this guy a lot, man. I always was a big fan. He's the only rapper on my first mixtape, Wanted Shots.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. A classic, if you know, that's what set it off for me in my career. But this brother speak his mind, man. We got a brother that's not scared. Now we in the era of not being scared no more and brothers is talking about what's real. I couldn't think of nobody better than the core of Ali Vegas. If y'all don't know, you know now. This guy's a legend in the game. He's been, it's kind of like me, man. Like we both deserved more, because as far as the talent level and skill, we proved ourselves. Yeah. Then we got into that business. We got to walk through that door, and we said we're not walking through that door. I'm not going to the sausage party, bro.
Yeah, no Viennas.
No Viennas, bro. Because you see these guys who make certain levels, and this is nothing against no communities out there. I don't care about none of that extra stuff, but on some, like, it's crazy how we in an era now where they talking about sacrifices. Like we starting to see Kanye, right? Mm-hmm. Kanye went out and said, look, my mother was sacrificed. Michael Jordan's father was sacrificed. Now you a guy who pay attention to the game, you keen. What do you think of that?
I mean, it's the prices is heavy, because what I see it is, it's so crazy. If you look back, even if you look back to where, you know what I mean, like your grind, right? Like I would always say, like, as I got closer to the mountain, as I got closer to the top of the mountain, like I was losing family members. You know what I mean? Like I was 12, 13 paying for my older cousins, older siblings, like funerals, you know, like just know it was just the fact of saying, like, you know what? Like I guess like the closer you get to the top of the mountain, things is gonna happen. You know, like it's just in life.
But yeah,
right?
That's life, though.
But that's what I'm saying. That's just in life, you know what I mean? Where it's like, how bad do you like where it's like, how bad do you want this, right? And it's like, nah, I'm good. If you mean to tell me that I get to have the love of my family for a long time, then I'm gonna keep that. But some people want.
Why do people? What do you think?
They want that.
Not
what
to
I'm
cut
saying.
you. What's the correlation? Like, cause I've been in the game. Nobody ever approached me and was like, "Yo, we gotta kill your little brother," or we gotta lose somebody. So when people come out and say, "My mother was sacrificed," like what? I don't. Like,
no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
First of all,
what do you get in detail? What are you saying? Your mother was sacrificed how? Like you signed the deal?
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm willing to lose my mother for this fame and shit like that? Because people are saying it now.
Yeah. You want to be a billionaire? This is what, like, who's going, I don't know why would you sign off on that? That's, first of all, I'm just saying, why would you sign off on that? You know, but for the, it goes back. For the love of money. You know what I'm saying? Some people will do that, you know? And it's just like Michael Jordan, you know what I mean? Like with his pops. Because, you know, they already teach you that, you know what I mean? As self-preservation of saying, you know what? Nobody when they get to that level, nobody's more important to them than them.
Copy. So you don't think him, Kanye West, blurting this kind of shit out is just part of his so-called bipolar, like his bipolar shit? You don't think he's just a nigga saying, because as much as Kanye say some real shit, he'll go off the deep end and say some shit that's totally, you know, counterproductive to the growth of our people. Like wearing White Lives Matter shirts in a time when you supposed to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Now you throwing motherfuckers off. Ponce.
No, bro, like, I'm listening.
Wearing white and wearing a red hat at a time, whether you believe in Trump's politics or not, that red hat represented anti-black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when a motherfucker wore that, they was telling you, I don't fuck with niggas.
Yeah.
And you gonna go throw it on, right? So now you go do some crazy shit and now you go, rally behind me. Do you think that niggas really thinks that we're this slow, or this is like his bipolar shit?
I think, me personally, what I think they all have something to do with each other. So what I'm saying is that I think is him like blurting all that stuff out is because he was like at first at one point he was afraid to say the truth. So at some point where it's like, I'm afraid to say my mother was sacrificed. So everything else comes before then, like white lives matter. Like, so he's doing all the other shit because he can't say what he really want to say. And then I guess now it's just like,
fuck it.
My mother was sacrificed.
Fuck it.
And now you see him just like, cause he going at whoever now, you know? So I think that's what it was, because whenever he feels, you know what I mean? Cause that's why he always.
Yeah, he mentioned Jay. He never mentioned Jay before.
Never.
He mentioned Jay, Beyonce, like he's really off the deep end.
Because now it's already.
It's
listen,
on, it's up.
It's
like he be saying, it's up.
Yeah, it's up. Like,
it's
you know,
up.
when you look like, it's like when you fighting,
Yeah.
like when you fighting or playing a sport or anything, once you get hit in the face,
it's
you're like,
real.
okay, that was, all right.
It's like you ever be slap boxing with a nigga, he throw a real punch, you like, oh, this is a real fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you like once that hit come and you get hit, you like, oh, now I'm letting my hands go because I ain't worried about blocking no more. So he just like, he was straddling the fence because he was thinking like there's more to gain, you know? So now where he sees like, you know what? Nah, I'm letting it be known. Like,
you know why it's so interesting being here with you? Because you so tied into Kanye's story more than people would realize. Because you have a connection to the Kardashians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With your cousin being Lamar Odom. But before we get into that, right? I just want to talk about like, not to stick on Kanye and shit, but because you said something in an interview about rituals, right? About these parties, that these doors you gotta walk through in this entertainment industry. I've been in Hollywood, like I did Entourage, so I know exactly what the fuck you talking about when niggas, when the stylist step to you like, yeah.
You looking good.
Yo, you look like there's some oil on them joints. Like, you can use some oil. Nah, love,
like,
we don't do that.
Like, nah, I'm good.
And check this out. I got into a fight physically, like with me, myself, it was like, I didn't realize what homophobia was. I just knew how my grandma raised me as a kid.
Yeah.
So when I got out of prison, I started rapping, I would speak like my grandmother would talk.
Yeah.
So I be in these meetings spitting my raps and I be throwing the F word around. Not fuck, you know, the F word around, and I'm looking, the execs that be looking at me like, he's cut. You don't even realize we won't put $1 in this guy. And I'm sitting there not knowing that there's these two worlds. You know what I'm saying? Like a world where, you know, a certain community is like, yo, look, we run this shit. We run this shit. That's why that word, I thought they was talking about the N-word. One exec stepped to me, he was like, you can't use that word. And I'm like, damn, we all use it. I'm thinking about the N-word. Yeah. But he's talking about the F word. Yeah. So I was like, so I can use nigga? Like nigga's all right? He's like, nigga's good. I'm like, damn. So in the back of my mind, me just being a thinker, I'm thinking community-based, right? You know how we always talk about the N-word is bad for our community. I'm like, the LBGT community was able to get rid of that word faster than we can get rid of the N-word. For all these years and years and years, we try to find reasons to embrace it and be like, I'm like, damn, we just don't got no, we just not on deck.
Nah, because the thing about it is, like I tell people, like I always tell people, when you have like a community like that, the difference between our community and other communities is that we don't put our minds together.
We don't have unity.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But if you don't put our minds together, the money not gonna work, the style not gonna work, none of that's gonna work. We gotta put our minds together. So if we sit here and be like, you know what? We ain't saying the N-word. If we put our minds together and be like, we ain't saying the N-word, and there ain't nobody else gonna use it, and we put our minds together and move that and stand on that, then it'll be something. You know what I mean? But it's like with us, it's like, you'll be like, yo, we ain't, I'll be like, yo, we ain't wearing Gucci
like
no more.
Like the fake boycotts.
Yeah, we ain't wearing Gucci no more. And then one of us is gonna be like, yo, I don't know,
like
that
Gucci.
shit look good on me.
I like Gucci.
Yeah. Damn. And that's the difference. They put their minds together. And that's why it's easy.
Do you
for
think
their
right
money
now
to
what
work.
Adidas is doing, like with Kyrie and what how Nike just, and Adidas, I'm sorry, how Nike's doing with Kyrie and Adidas pull, like they just said, Kanye, we gonna go your way, we go y'all. Do you think black people, right, should be in a stance where be like, we not buying that shit right now?
Yeah, if we, you know what I mean? Like if we get on it like that, I'm saying if we got on it like that, but you know the difference is, they know that we won't, and they know that, you know why they know that? They know like,
why won't we though?
Because what I'm saying, why won't we? Is because Adidas, because the difference between like other races and stuff, like I tell people, it's gotta be something in this world that you value more than money.
Yeah.
So they know like Adidas and Nike could look and be like, oh, where we lost Kanye and Kyrie? No doubt. Yo, Veg, Saigon, here go 200 million.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Look.
And we gonna jump on
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Yeah. That's the difference. Where it be like, nah, we gonna get that 200 million to somebody else, and then everybody now we vilify because they gonna be like, you did what?
Why do you think black people think we need so much money? Like there's rich, then there's 200. Like,
because they
what you gonna
us.
do with $200 million, man? Because if you're not gonna share it, what you gonna do with $200 million, bro? If you're not gonna help your community out, what the fuck's the point of even wanting 200? A nigga could live good for 20 million for the rest of his life.
Because what they
and then
did,
have generational wealth of 30, 40 million. $200 million, if you're not gonna put a dime of that shit in your community, what the fuck's the point?
Because that's what they did. Because what they did with us was they made us feel like power comes from doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the brainwash was. Power comes from doing, but power doesn't come from doing. It's not about what you can do, it's about what you could get done. Because when you if your limbs can't move, if I can't move, then I can't do nothing if that's my power. My power is if you could get something done. So if you like how Have is sick, right? You like, yo, Veg, I'm gonna need you to just do that's stuff you could get done. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So your power comes from, so what they do is, it's not about what they can do. So what it is that ain't no like Adidas or Nike or any community, they looking like, look what we can get done. We don't even gotta do none of that. We don't even have to go on no talk show, no nothing. You know what I mean? To do that. We could send others out and get it done without you even seeing our faces ever. So that's what it is. We think that money is the power, but it's not. It's about what you can get done. So like a person like you, a person like me, right? Like us with 1 million can do this, get the same things done what a person with 10 million can do. And 10 million can do because of,
You gotta be willing to do it.
but what I'm saying is, but without us even doing it, what I'm saying is that because you can get me to do something off of our bond. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can get me to do something off our bond. So what I'm saying is, if I charge 10 million, right, and you only got 1 million, but you my brother, right? That million, that million could get it done because I'm gonna get it done for you. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's about what you could get done.
But you just need a unified mind state. Yeah. And I think that's the bottom line. The bottom line to it is, the reason why we so far behind is because we have a struggle within each other. Like there's a class struggle. And it's not about color, it's about class. Yeah. It's about poor, middle, and rich motherfuckers. Because a rich black person don't feel like he's the same as a poor black person.
Until you get pulled over.
At this point. Until he got to
like
go
Tiger
through some
Woods
shit like
learned that.
Everybody, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, he learned that like no.
Yeah, you learned it the hard way.
Your mugshot say Black Mill. It don't say quarter Malaysian or none of that other shit that you claim. Like, you know what I mean? It say Black Mill. You know what I mean? They claim you when you on top, but when it's time for you to fall, you gonna be black.
Let me ask you a question, right? The Kardashian thing, do you think if Kanye wouldn't have dated Kim, he'd be in this situation? Because you was close to that situation with Lamar. And something about that, seeing Lamar on that show, I was like, I hope this nigga don't crash and burn. Like, these chicks, you could see what they into, and it's all about them and their brand and their family. And when Kanye went and jumped on the wagon, it's like, damn, our brothers is like, we watching. Reggie Bush got the fuck out the way. He said
his mother said, cut that now. You know what I mean?
Oh, his mom.
Reggie Bush's mom was like, no, we not doing that.
See?
See, that's what I'm saying? When like, no, we not doing that. Because
and
see
Kanye
that
didn't have his mother.
nah, because you know how it is, like especially when you got a mother that where it's like where your mother sit
Black
down
mother,
with your mother sit down with Kris Jenner and be like, look, player to player, pimp to pimp.
Yeah, you gonna leave
We
mine.
ain't
doing that.
mine ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Do you think Chloe, that relationship with that whole family had anything to do with what happened with your cousin? First of all,
nah,
is that your older cousin or
he
young?
older than
He
me.
older than you?
Yeah, he older than me.
So
So I mean, I think with L is that, he's just like good hearted. You know what I'm saying? Like a Chloe is just like she good hearted. She a fun. That was the connection. They two fun people.
Yeah.
Where they don't, you know what I mean? They don't say no. But like when I told him, like when he hit me when he was gonna marry her, he was like, yo, you think, you know what I mean? It's like I said on my song, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, if you want to marry her, I can't tell you to love, but just know that you're not marrying her, you about to marry the world.
Wow.
So that was the thing, like you about to marry the world. You're not just marrying her, like you about to marry the world. Like you know what I mean? Like, and I know that's not you. That's your heart. Like, yeah, what I mean by that is he got a big heart.
You could tell that. You could always tell, like even watching.
That's what I'm saying. He got a big heart.
His career,
but this
like
person,
him and Kobe don't get close to a lot of niggas.
Oh no, he
you know
only.
What I'm saying? Yeah, Kobe
I
loved
introduced
Lamar.
him. That's the thing.
What?
Yeah, because when I was writing for Kobe, we was in the studio.
He was writing for Kobe.
Yeah, so he was track masters.
Oh yeah.
So we in the studio, we both popping shit.
I like Kobe single, man.
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm saying.
Shit?
Like, you know, that's what I pin up.
So I like that Kobe song, man. That was my shit. Nigga was like this.
Because nobody else, because he was poetic. So
yeah, swag.
So that's why track
work.
masters was gonna send. They sent me in there with him. So you know, so we in there bullshit and he talking shit. We all popping shit, and he like, what? I was like, so we start telling basketball players, rappers, and all that. I was like, yo, my cousin will bust your ass. He like, woo. I told him, so he's like, I'm like, I got him on the phone. Boom, put them on the phone.
And that's where he was in Christ the King at the time?
Nah, he was this one, L was a Clipper.
Oh, he was a Clipper?
Yeah, it was a Clipper. He's Lakers. So I just got them, like, they just chopping it up, like, yo, you know, something was gonna be crazy. We gonna have to link up and play together in this league. You know what I mean? I'm like, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, y'all be like, y'all be like Magic and Pippen. Y'all be like Mike and Pippen. And it happened. And when it happened, it was like, he was like, yo, I'm about to go to the Lakers. I was like,
that's crazy.
LA is LA. We was just.
That's crazy. Man.
That's why I'm just glad social media wasn't around 10 years ago, because man.
So you got a chance to be there, do championships and all that.
Do all that.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting next to Frank Robinson.
Yeah.
Like it's the Negro Leagues, and he's spitting out peanuts like it's nothing.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Just absorbing, you know, like just listening to how it is. Like.
So do you think, like what played publicly with him? Because the first thing I seen it was disturbing. It was on the show when they was showing like the cocaine shit with the dude he was hanging out with, the white the chubby nigga.
Jamie, yeah.
And it was like, damn, he's showing this shit to the world. Like he's showing his shit that we all go through as people.
Yeah.
He's putting it out there to the world. I'm like, damn, this is kind of crazy. And it's like, but it's building their brand up. And it's breaking his brand down because he's looking like, so when everything that happened when he got like when he went through the stroke, he had strokes, right?
Yeah, he had, I mean, it was just because.
He almost died, right?
He almost did. He had like 10 strokes, damn near, you know what I mean? Like he was in a coma.
Damn, son.
You know? But it was just the whole point of saying like, yo, it was just that it was like Phil Jackson used to always say like, yo, I know you're all right when I see Ali because he the light, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to be like, nah, we going home. We out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's like at one point, you know what I mean? Like, we all together, we had an argument because I'm like, yo, y'all motherfuckers are not even going to protect him for selfish reasons. That's how I know y'all don't give a fuck. Like, even if you're not selfish, like no, he can't mess up because if he mess up like how what's the name didn't pay them full, like no, because if you fuck up, you gonna fuck my shit up. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was. Who was
around him at that time? Like who was close to him when he was out there? Like
I mean, he had he had the people that he was just always, out there with.
Business people?
Yeah, like that was you know, like
So
that was
ain't
supposed to take care of him.
No family and shit with him?
I mean, people that's supposed to be family, you know, like we was home, like we was always, like me, I would go to LA for 2 weeks and then come back and then go to LA for 2 weeks just to make sure, just to check on stuff, you know what I mean? Like, and that's how it's always been. It was just like, yo, bro, like.
I hated seeing like.
And he would call me, he would call me because, and
knowing you, King, not to cut you,
no, God.
having a personal relationship with you and watching that shit happen, it was like, and me being a fan,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, a basketball fan, and knowing his story, it was like, when that shit happened, it was like, damn, bro.
It's like what you did. No, it was like
it's
what
like
you doing.
Yeah.
But I had to let him know. I told him, like, bro, I'm like, you won 2 championships. You're a champion. Winners never forget how to win. You forget losses. You don't ever forget how to win. So I'm like, this is nothing. You could bounce back from anything and everything. You know what I mean? Like, and I would always tell him that, like.
But it's just getting worse. Like they
yeah.
got him in the news now, like he dating a transgender. You seen that shit?
Yeah, no, that's the power of social media where you can't, like.
That's what I'm telling you. We wasn't ready for.
But that's what I'm saying.
media.
Where you can't. A picture is now worth 1,000 words.
That's the point. That's what I mean. Why we wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
So imagine, all right, pictures worth 1,000 words to one person. Now you got 10,000 people.
No, that's
seeing
what I'm
this
saying.
shit.
Yeah.
So now you got to times
It's a million
those 1,000 words. Yeah.
But the crazy,
and you got to see this shit.
But the thing about it is, the crazy part about it is that.
And half the people believe this shit. So whether it's true or not, by the time you go through the whole fucking process of proving it's some bullshit, 99% of the people believe it because they read it.
Well, see, what he learned, and probably what he learned probably from that family, is that it's going to be a check on the end of it. You could always clear up. You could always clear up whatever mishap. But that's what I'm saying. Like, look, from there he got from after that, right? Like then they call because everybody's talking about him. So then it's like, okay, podcast. You got your own. You know what I mean? He got his own cannabis line. Like,
but what did he ever deny it? Did he say it's not true?
He
bullshit?
Yeah, he just
go, but he gonna run with the.
As soon as he pick up it's like.
You can't run with that narrative if you.
No, what I'm saying
you
is
can't take no check for that, bro.
No, it's not. But what I'm saying is if he come out and say, if he come out and be like, nah, it's not true, right? Then it don't matter. People already make their minds up already.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing.
As well.
Like
that's what I mean by us not being ready, bro. This shit is not normal.
Cause like
this kind of shit is not normal.
Cause the way I work is, I only give a fuck about what the people in my house think about me because they know me. You know what I mean? So it's like if somebody be like, you know what I mean? So it's like you know what I mean? Like that's the way, like, you know what I mean? But that's the way people, that's the way things are nowadays, where it's like you could spend your time like you know what I mean, defending yourself, you know what I mean? And it's like they gonna make up their mind anyway. Like, yeah,
I've been through that. I did Love and Hip Hop. I did a season of Love and Hip Hop. There used to be women who walked, random women. Now, I'm one of the best fathers I ever met in my life. Random women walking up with an opinion about me, gonna bring it to my face and be pointing and be like, I don't like you. So I'm like, young lady, relax, because I'm not regular, I'm not Peter Guns in them. Like, I got a little short fuse, please.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna make the myth, you're gonna bring some truth out of that, because I'm not gonna be so nice to you. So, damn, there's so much to talk to you about, man, because I hated to see that, man, I hated to see you going through that shit.
I hate this.
Because I'm like, me and you met early on. You're my first mixtape.
Yeah.
Like Warning Shots, the shit that put me in the game where Just Blaze found me after that. Like you the only outside name rapper on the joint. You know what I'm saying? So
it was simple and it was just simple how this shit happened.
He came through and I was nobody knew my name.
He's like, yo, Toby was like, yo, Glenn was like, yo,
yeah.
My man, I got my man Saigon, he just came home.
Yeah.
He, you know what I mean? He ill. You know what I mean? Like, yo, could you do a joint with him? I'm like, what?
That's it. And
that
I was
shit,
a fan.
That
I was
shit,
a
man?
fan.
I'm like,
I watched your whole, so I was a fan because you and Shaheem, like, I kind of like put y'all in the same category in a way because y'all came in this shit as babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got your first deal, what, 15 years old?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, I was in Trackmaster's offices about 13, 14.
13, 14 years old. in here with track masters who's doing hit records, who's solidified.
Yeah, and that was.
You ever met Mariah Carey?
I met everybody on Trackmasters.
Tommy
Like everybody on
You
Tommy Mottola. I was on Tommy Mottola boat.
Where?
Cause that's when he did Casablanca over. He was like
Casablanca.
He was like, yo, Veg, I want it.
You got a big check back then, bro.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, I remember it was all in the papers, bro. Like,
I mean, you know,
it was like Young Ali Vegas hits the ball. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. So you gotta think, I'm looking at y'all in magazines. I'm like, damn, this kid, he's a kid. And I remember you got flack because this is what I always want to talk to you about this. I remember when you started to get hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden it was like niggas who used to freestyle on Clue tapes kind of got a little salty. I was like, damn, I ain't had no insides to it because I'm just a fan at the time. But I'm like, what the hell's going on? Then I seen you made a record for Stack Bundles at one time. Yeah, I was going through it, right? You on Stack Bundles?
Yeah, well, it was like.
What was that about?
But the crazy part I never made, the crazy part was like I never made the record for Stack. You know what I mean? It was just me and my man Vic Damone. Like we all one community. So me and Vic was just talking, you know what I mean? And I'm telling Damone, like, yo, listen, if you like I'm always built for it. Like, but I'm telling him, like, yo, don't, you know how they play. Yeah. So don't go to war unless you got your money right. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause if you want the radio, you know what I mean? If you want the radio, you know, they the gatekeepers. So if you go at them, if y'all gonna do that, then be prepared for what come with it. You know what I mean?
So Vic Damone was a rapper.
Yeah, Vic Damone a rapper. So
he was shooting.
Him and Stack there, they had they, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like they had their thing. You know what I mean?
So why was he gonna? Because he got a diss record for you, right?
Yeah, because what happens is it's always gonna be that way. It's always gonna be
guilty by association.
Yeah, what happens is if something is already there and you bring it out.
So you ain't send no shots at him.
No, I kept it. It was real simple. Like I just took a conversation into the booth. If you listen to the record,
see, you did a record, son. That's what you saying. You did a record.
It wasn't. No, I did a joint with Vic Damone, and I had the conversation. Yeah, and I said, don't go to war unless you got your money right. And he said, look, Veg, all my bundles are stacked. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm just taking the conversation into the booth, and then when you listen to the record, it's just that one part, and then you hear me just
attach yourself to it, though.
But I mean, it was whatever, because that was still my, like, the thing with people.
So that had nothing to do with the Clue and shit.
No, see, what people don't understand is that Stack was my guy. We had a crew, me, Sleep, Stack, and Bino.
Bino, yeah.
Like, we had a crew. Like, we was making tapes together.
Like, shout out to Bino.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Hollywood Chuck. Like, like I was on I did FaceTime with Stack Bundle Pops and everything, like, because the way people didn't understand, like, how the bond already was, you know what I mean? The bond between us was already there. Gotcha. That was just more competitiveness of like, okay, cool.
Yeah, hip hop shit.
This is what we supposed to do. See, Clue.
But he made a record. He sent one at you though.
Yeah,
right?
And I didn't even like.
You didn't respond.
Nah, because I'm like,
copy.
I look at people. I'm like, yo, that's my baby
piece,
brothers.
Stack Bundles, man.
Yeah, like
his situation was so unfortunate, man. And speaking of that, like, because we had a chance to live through some tragic moments in hip hop.
Yeah, like,
you know, Jam Master Jay. You know what I'm saying? Big.
Yeah, Queens, it was so crazy. Like, like we had Freaky Ty. You know what I mean? Like, we just looking at stuff.
These guys were even Stack. Like, we're speaking about Stack. So you were OG in this shit like myself. And when you see these young dudes, right? Like, rappers die like every week now. This shit is like, and this is another thing about social media, bro. We become so desensitized to it. A nigga be a meme for 2 weeks and then
that's it.
On to whatever's going on.
And that's what I told, like, when I seen, like, you know what I mean? That's what it was when it was me and Stack. I was just like, yo, bro, like, don't let these motherfuckers use you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let these motherfuckers use you up. Like,
yeah. And that's what.
And I always tell him, like, and that's the thing, like, a
lot of niggas was still in his energy.
And I was telling him, I'm like, yo, look, man, I'm a brother. You know what I mean? Like, it's something bigger than, like, we got to fight a force bigger than what me and you going back and forth. We got to fight a force bigger than that. Yeah. Don't let these motherfuckers use you up. And I always told them that. And that's the one thing, that's what I'm saying, like, people don't understand. Like, that's why I said, like, that's why I'm a man.
So when you see it nowadays and you see these kids right here, how like life to them ain't, I don't think they look and be like, I'm gonna be an old man one day.
They don't care about that.
They don't care about that.
Nah, because they looking like because you know what it is? It's because we make getting old, right? We make that so like it's a bad thing.
A bad thing. That's
Like,
why the young nigga be like, look at your old ass.
Yeah, they don't
I'm
want.
like, nigga, I'm lucky to be here.
That's what I'm saying. They don't want like they like, what the fuck is up there for me? Gray hair? I don't want no fucking gray hair. I don't want none of that shit. Like, I'm like, I'm good with that. I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I already know how much.
You said I don't want no gray hair.
That's what. That's how they.
That means.
That's how they look at it.
Clock,
yeah, that's how they look at it. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm like, I can't wait till my shit because I know my shit gonna be all white.
But we were young too at one point, right? And the difference I think is like our young rappers. You got to think even yourself, right? You was 15. Our young rappers was special ed, right? Youngest in Charge was Coogee Rap, was Eric B. and Rakim. These was teenagers. Even Nas with Illmatic was a teenager, right? So we learning the street, we learning being prolific with our vocabulary. We learning words, perception, a lot of things through hip hop. And it feels like the dumb it down shit is like, this ain't no by chance. The fact that the way hip hop is now is nothing but promoting negativity, gang drilling. Drilling mean you see a nigga, you catch him slacking, he not paying attention, you shoot him and kill him. Your own brother, like somebody that you probably watched grow up, but because he's in this gang and you in this gang, this is really what's being promoted right there. That's why when Kanye said, oh, yo, kill a nigga, fuck a nigga bitch, kill a nigga. When Kanye's doing that and saying this is what's really being pushed out there, he's dead ass right. This is really, and I've been speaking about this shit for so long. So when you see these kids dying now, right? And there's no gatekeepers to this shit. There's no, hip hop is about to have the 2023, it's hip hop 50th year anniversary, right? Everybody's hype about it. But it's like, where's the state of hip hop right now?
You wanna know what it was?
For us to even be, like, this shit don't even deserve a birthday party, bro.
But the crazy part is across the board, right? So look, this is what I'm saying. What happens in hip hop is what happens in sports. Like what happens in sports is sometimes what they do is like they push the veterans out because they could pay less to the young people coming in. So then there's no veterans in the locker room now. So basically hip hop is there's no veterans in the locker room. So everything is like, you know what I mean? Everything is young, you can tell. Yeah. So it's like, it's like how the Clippers locker room used to be when L was there. Like L was the old one there. It was him, Darius Mel. So they was just like, whatever we doing like whatever.
Kids,
ain't nobody saying like,
old,
ain't nobody saying like, nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I mean? So that's what hip hop is now.
That's what brings you to where is that? Where is that voice in hip hop now that we watching these kids die? Like this is starting to get out of control. Like at this point, you would think we'd be frantic in a state of emergency, but a DJ would come drop the needle on some drill shit tomorrow. The same shit that's killing these little niggas, they'll come. If there's a hot new record, they saying bang this nigga in the head, they gonna go, they're not gonna stop and say, I can't play this. This is the reason why these young motherfuckers is dying. They like, this is what people wanna hear right now? I put the needle to the groove, you know what I'm saying? And this is part of the fuck, y'all niggas is supposed to be, especially niggas like Flex and these niggas, y'all niggas is the older generation. You know, Flex know every era of hip hop. Mm-hmm. You know about X-Clan. You know about Stop the Violence movement. You was around for that shit. So you supposed to be showing niggas like hip hop, especially I'm on the airwaves and I'm niggas is listening to me. This is the power of this shit. I'm gonna send these kids in another direction. But we need these bigger niggas to step up. But it ain't about no Jews, it ain't about no other body but us. No. We keep pointing fingers at niggas. Yeah. And this is what's wrong with black people. Oh, it's them, it's the white man, it's this, it's the KKK. Niggas still blaming the KKK. Nigga, they ain't burnt the cross in years. We shooting each other. Yeah. We killing each other. But this is the fucked up shit, babe. This is what I'm trying to explain. Because I get passionate about this shit. Because it's like, how long we gonna watch it? And just, know what I'm saying? Keep looking like another one bites the dust. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, another one. Like it's supposed to happen at this point.
No, that's the thing. I think the thing about it is our parents wasn't scared of us. You know what I mean? Our parents wasn't scared of us. Like our parents didn't give a fuck. Like I will beat your ass. You ain't got to speak to me ever a day in your life. You know what I mean?
Fact.
I will beat your ass. And the thing about it is, you know what I mean, not care about what you care. Hey, I will beat you at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean? Yeah, dinner gonna be on the table, 6, 7 o'clock, whatever.
Great, man.
You come out if you want to, you know what I mean? But now, I think like now the parents care about if they kids like them or not. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't want to teach them, you know what I mean? They don't want to teach their
These
kid.
niggas don't want to grow up.
And that's what I'm saying. So the
Niggas
older,
don't want to grow up.
the older people, like, so if you see a youngin'
You know
doing
when you
something crazy,
download Instagram, there's a T on that shit as a rating. Instagram has a rating. When you go to your phone right now, act like you about to download Instagram. There's a T for that shit. You know what the T stands for? Teen. It really ain't for grown motherfuckers. It's for kids. But grown motherfuckers don't want, like you said, who don't want to grow old gracefully and don't want to embrace getting old and being wisdom and spreading wisdom and leading, like Whitney Houston got the illest bar ever. I believe the children of the future. The children of the future. So we sending these kids on this shake your ass TikTok, OnlyFans. Little girls don't even think they gotta be smart anymore. They like this. Why the fuck would I go to college when I can go on OnlyFans
That's why they
and make $300,000 a month?
But that's why they beat us. You know what I'm saying? This is why they beat us to the punch, because we so busy focused on, you know what I mean, getting the money. They're focused on hitting us where it hurt. They getting the children, they getting the babies. You know what I mean? That's why the crazy part, that's why the Asian community is like the most important is the kids and the elders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because and the elders,
every community.
No,
like
but
that.
I'm saying is that the elder understand they part of the
community
plan.
aside from the hip hop community.
Yeah.
This is the reason why the old rappers is treated like shit. This is why academics would come out and be like, call these niggas dusty and all that. Why they bro? These they paved the way.
Yeah.
These is the reason why all of us could sit here and eat and make a career off music, because they wasn't getting paid. They was getting jerked. They was just carving a niche for us. And we treat them like shit. You don't see that in rock. They treat, in country music, a motherfucker like Kenny Rogers is treated like gold. Like Dolly Parton, these motherfuckers is held to higher standards. No young country nigga grow up and be like, look at the old ass fart.
Because you know what it is? Because you know what it is, first of all, they got different entities within that one entity. So what I mean by that is like, and I think that's what happens is that.
So why don't we though?
Because this is the way we make it. So what I'm saying is like, with like say rock, you got punk rock, alternative, soft rock, you know what I mean? Like you got heavy metal.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that if drill, right? Say drill is hip hop drill, you know what I mean? So that way, like what LL did with the Rock the Bells. So Rock the Bells could be a hip hop genre, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like, that way you have somewhere to go to where y'all both, where everything can coexist. So what happens is, Osborne, like, you know what I mean? Ozzy, he don't gotta worry about what Sting is doing, because they might not even, you know what I mean? They might not even worry about the same stage.
I don't think you miss what I'm saying. I'm saying, where's the disconnect with the youth and the old people in our community? This is what I'm talking about, because if you go to an Ozzy Osbourne concert, you gonna see, maybe it's the father, because you're gonna see that young kid in there whose father grew up on Ozzy Osbourne, who's bringing his kid to the concert. So if you know anything about rock music, those guys could do 80, 90, $100 million a year.
Yeah.
I think DMC should be able to do that. All of these guys should be able to go out there. LL Cool J, he probably can.
But I think that's what Rock the Bell. What I'm saying is, when he got Rock the Bell, now you have a place. Do you have a place to show that? Like, so now, like I said, like when he did the Rock the Bell concert, you know what I mean? You had LL, you had the people that these rappers is calling old and stuff like that. But then there's
I've seen it. It's fire.
But the thing is, there's nobody in between. Like, what I'm saying is, you got to have the in-betweeners to check, to have the checks and balances. So what I mean by that is, only LL says something to academics.
Nah, everybody went after that.
No, I'm saying like, I'm talking about nobody current or even close to current said it. That's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
current, nobody current is.
but what I'm just
You know why? Because what they said, a hit dog a holler, right? So they don't want to. If somebody say something back, they're like, oh, that's personal. This is the thing. Everybody, a lot of people did say some shit, but
but it was more of
the
that's
older
what I'm trying
generation.
to tell you. I'm talking about like.
But that's my point. Like Russell Simmons had to say something.
That's what I'm saying. Why he got to get off his couch to even say something?
Because you know why? Because that kid's completely out
No,
of
no, I
line.
know. I'm just what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
like
you
Adam
gotta-
Silver saying something. Like that's
Exactly.
like Bob Russell. That's what I'm saying.
But
So what I'm
the
saying
thing
is, where was the like what I mean by that is like where was like the in betweeners, or where was the people like that's current that these young people look up to?
because they're not talking about them.
But that's what I'm saying.
They feel like they're not talking about me. I don't need to speak
So
up.
nobody
Like a Kendrick Lamar, he's in his 30s.
And that's how
he
a
ain't
problem.
say shit. Nah, the problem is there ain't no fucking unity. This is the thing,
But that's
bro.
what I'm saying. It's nobody
simple.
to say it.
It's simple. You remember when Brandon Newman said the answer to me is black unity, unification to help our bad situation. You remember when Queen Latifah said UNITY? This was hip hop. This is what I'm telling you. Like
Who you
hip
calling
hop.
a bitch?
Exactly. I love to use that as a reference because you look at the females in hip hop now. Everybody is hypersexual, like another devil, right? Lower desires, thinking with your lower half, right? Mm-hmm. The money shit, greed. How much money can I hoard? Fuck my community, fuck my family. It's niggas that's millionaires and their moms are still in the projects.
Of course.
And they family, auntie that loved your little black ass is still in the projects. Yeah. And you got $30 million. You ain't even drop her, you ain't even get out the hood. No. Because the mentality is rubbing in niggas' faces.
Yeah.
Get it and look at your brother and be like, I'm better than you. And it boils down to hip hop being the thing that we have. That's the disruptor of that. Hip hop was the disruptor. You dig what I mean? Hip hop was the evolution of the Black Panthers, of Martin Luther King, think about it, the message, Melly Mel, right? This is what hip hop is. We lost touch with this shit. We lost touch with it. Yeah. So now we look at a nigga who just look totally abnormal outside the culture and be like, he's the guy who represents the black movement.
Yeah, because we let them bamboozle us out of our spot. So it's like, if I know like say if you got the pen that right.
What do we do about it?
No, I'm saying.
What the fuck are we gonna do about it?
No, it starts with holding people accountable. You know what I mean? It starts with holding people accountable, and it
we
can't
won't
be.
Do that.
No,
we scared.
We have to. We not.
We scared, bro.
I'm saying we not.
Scary.
Other people are, but we not.
I feel like black people. Remember when Tupac was like, "We run from Rodimus, we run from these niggas with that punk ass gun. We run from we ain't shit, man." That's how we feeling, man.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes,
nah, but
like we scared, bro.
But what I'm saying is but
we scared, man.
You not scared, I'm not scared.
I'm not scared. I never been scared.
That's what I'm saying.
But I've been telling niggas they were scared since 2004. I've been like, y'all niggas is scary. This is we not the enemy. We not each other's enemy.
No, that's the thing. That's what. But what I'm saying, it has to be.
Believe that.
No, but it has to be.
We still believe it, though.
But we have to believe that we can make a difference.
We can overcome.
No, not overcome.
How long we been saying that?
But we can make a difference. So what I'm saying is,
how, bro?
By putting our minds together. Your mind and my mind, that's two minds, right? Yeah. So now if we put our mind together, now we gotta go. We gotta go recruit two more minds.
We're swimming upstream, King. And I'm telling you from experience. I took my whole record deal. I sacrificed millions of dollars to try to give motherfuckers the right thing. I'm like, this is my shot. And I went in the studio with Just Blaze. Just Blaze told me, this shit ain't gonna sell. I seen Dead Prez do it. I'm like, damn, them niggas took a sacrifice. If you go listen to Dead Prez album, Let's Get Free, they whole shit was straight revolution. It was like Public Enemy on steroids, bro. I'm like, this is what we need to be doing. And then you know what we had to go through? Flex not fucking with niggas. The niggas who should be supporting you, only nigga that supported us was K Slade, God bless his soul. The other niggas was like, nah, that ain't detrimental. I play detrimental, kill, shoot nigga music.
But you know what though?
That shit is backwards.
But we can't, but the thing about it is,
it's backwards, cuz.
But you can't let that stop you. That's what I'm saying. Like we can't, like we can't let that stop us. So if they put the mountain in front of us, okay, fuck it. We gonna keep hitting the mountain. We got it because You can't let them tie like this.
I'm tired of hitting the mountain, cuz.
Nah, you can't.
I'm tired, and
You can't get tired of it though.
I'm tired of it, bro.
No, but you
it's
know
almost
why?
like think about it. Think about it right now. Malcolm X and these people that sacrifice their life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine they could be alive and see what the fuck the kids is doing right now. Out here killing each other, out here doing it. They'll fucking be flipping over in their graves. Like, yo, I took that stand for this. Okay. For niggas to be this, gang banging, shooting each other for nothing, out here doing wild, crazy shit.
Because somebody got tired. But the thing about it is if you gotta understand, like, you got young people that's watching you. You know what I'm saying? That's watching you not get tired. So is it what I'm trying to tell you is that
my kids,
the reason
man.
why but that's what I'm saying. That's why you can't get tired, because you inspire. So you understand me? You can't get tired because you're inspiring. So no matter what, the best thing what you gotta do, like, you know what I mean, what people like us gotta do is make sure we stay fit and ready to outlast. You understand me? Like, we gotta stay fit and ready to outlast. Like, we can't ever stop though. Because bro, I'm telling you, you can't stop.
I feel like that motherfucker to be like, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I know, you're right. You're absolutely right,
yeah,
King.
because I'm not going because I'm not going to let you.
I'm 45 years old, King, and I dedicated my life, my career, everything. I watched a bunch of suckers make amass wealth with half the talent, right? A quarter of the talent that I know I got.
But they ain't true,
But
though.
because I've decided to fight the good fight, I lost endorsements, money, and I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. And I've always been taught ain't no right way to do something wrong. So I'm looking at it and going, damn, bro, my struggle ain't paying the bills. I'm watching these niggas talk about the most negative shit that I know is a detriment. Like you said in one interview, the shit was like the new crack. Like, a couple niggas gonna get rich, but the effect is gonna leave on you. It was hip hop now, was like crack was in the 80s. But now it's worse because niggas is dying to become a rapper is like they're joining the mob at this point. You either gonna get the RICO for what you gotta do to get hot, you gonna get clipped, or you gonna get the RICO.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to tell you is that's why I say you gotta be fit and ready, because it's spinning back around. And you're gonna get everything that this game owes. It's gonna get to you.
Shit don't owe me nothing.
No, what I'm saying, no, it owes you a lot.
Nah,
no. You can't. You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't say you tired, and you can't say you're getting tired and say it don't owe you nothing. You sacrificed a lot. It owes you. You know what I mean? That's why you outlast, and it's gonna spin around, and it's gonna come to you, because they getting tired of it. So you understand me? They're getting tired of it. So what I'm trying to tell you is that, and what happens is, you're a principled person. So right now, if you go against the principles, like you that's what happens. You go against the principles, you know what I mean? You're gonna be looking.
I'll never go against the principles.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm never gonna do that.
So
but at the same token, I'd rather just shut up and then be a hermit and be the motherfucker who feel at the end of the day be like, I should have spoke. I should have kept going.
Yeah, because they not gonna shut up.
Because it make me want to exactly. So it make me want to when I turn on YouTube and I look at a lot of these YouTubers and a lot of these people that's supposed to be speaking for our people, and all they do is represent everything that's a detriment. It makes me say, I wish I could smack the mustache off this nigga right here, because when you put your voice out there to these people, it's like Malcolm X, and not to keep using Malcolm as a reference, he stood on the corner with a megaphone to reach the people, regardless of what he was speaking. Like, he felt like we get microphones to a big ass audience, right? You get this big ass audience, and you ain't got nothing righteous to tell them. You ain't got nothing to say to them. Except, yo, go drink this liquor, go fuck these hoes, go do this, go shoot at some niggas, go shoot at some niggas that look like you. Go do something that's detrimental to you, the growth of who you are.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why
we're gonna pay you to do it.
But that's why you don't want to, that's what I'm saying. Like, the difference is that this is what I'm trying to tell you, is that we can't rely on the way that we can't rely on what the devil uses to help us. You understand me?
Well, we gotta start helping ourselves.
But this what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is
that,
he
bro.
bent, but like
niggas
you said,
know too much at this point.
But like you said, Malcolm was on the corner with a megaphone.
You're right.
So what I'm trying to
But
tell you
but
is,
Shaquille O'Neal is on ESPN calling Kyrie Irving an idiot because this man took a stand, right? And go, you idiot, he's an idiot. Now Shaquille is influential. This is one of the most popular black men in history as far as ads go, right? This nigga probably got more advertising than Michael Jordan probably. So your voice is very, very powerful. You go on there and call this black man who look at something and say, yo, I'm just trying to find out my heritage and find out who I am and call him a fucking idiot. You just set niggas back 3 million feet. You set niggas back, bro, because you know how many people follow that rhetoric? Because I sometimes I go on there, I go on social media and I read it. So now that people are like, Shaq, what the fuck, why would you do that? Now he's in the hot seat. But you know how many people...
But that's already people that thought like that already. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Some people was on the fence.
But what I'm saying,
Ali,
that's people that, no, what I'm saying
on the
is,
fence with it.
that's people that, but this is what I'm trying to tell you. That still don't stop the truth from being the truth. So what I'm saying is that Shaq could say, he could call Kyrie an idiot, right? Right? He could call Kyrie an idiot, but then who's the idiot when the truth still stands on, when the truth still standing? So what I'm saying is you can't, like.
But how long is it gonna take us to get to the truth? Because we ain't nowhere near the truth.
Because you got it, but
we're not nowhere near. I mean, we know the truth, like you said, you and I. But I'm talking about the masses. I'm talking about our babies. I'm talking about that inner level you was talking about, them in between us, right?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because
when are they? Because they're gonna raise the next generation. And think about it. If we not raising this generation coming under us, what they gonna teach the next generation?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is, I think where we go wrong. I think where we go wrong is that, like I said, you try to fight. You try to fight media with media, right? No. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We got no leaders.
No, but this is what I'm trying to tell you.
No leadership. We have no leaders, bro.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you, what it takes is, but this is what
rappers
it takes.
and athletes have become our leaders, and they the wrong people to follow, and that's the problem.
But what I'm trying to tell you is, it takes
we idolize
each one
these
to
people
teach
that don't
one,
deserve to be idolized. No. They don't deserve to be idolized. The way we put rappers and scream, I'm an artist myself who's very great at what I do. And I see the way people even meeting me, I'm like, yo, bro, I'm just like you. Like, people will go and be fanned out and be, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Niggas offer you their girlfriend. Here, you wanna fuck my girl? I'm like, nah, I don't wanna fuck your girl, bro. She's cute. And stop tempting me, but no. I'm like, damn, but why? Because I'm Saigon and shit. Nah, and I'm like, this is retarded. Like, I've had that kind of shit happen, bro.
No, but that's what happens. But the thing about it is...
So think about a nigga like who's a real superstar. These are people who idolizing these false idols. They false idols, and we give them all this power. And then they take the power and lead niggas to the slaughter.
But we don't. But that's the difference, though. That's why I said that's the importance of you being around, no matter how hard the fight get. You being around.
If you look at my first album cover, I got tape on my mouth. My album cover, I put tape on my mouth before it even came out. Because I said, they're not going to let this shit get out, the shit that I'm telling people. Because it ain't about being woke and none of that shit. It's about...
what you seeing.
It's about what I'm seeing. Exactly.
And this is why I see it going and where it's getting to.
And this is going to be... We're not going to be able to come back from this.
Nah, because when you foresee it, you can. Like, so it's like when I did a rhyme 20 years ago. And I'm like, what happens when the value of platinum is gold and rapping is old? Because every story about selling the crack and busting the guy has been told. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we in right now. But see, what you plan for is, and I said, I'll be right here.
Let me shift for a second, right? Because like a lot, rest in peace to Takeoff, but a lot is going on with this checking in thing. And this is, I think, something that's it's been around. If you go to another city, hopefully you know somebody.
Yeah, you just like, yo,
you just
son,
make
I'm
a
in town.
call,
What's
yo,
good?
I'm in town,
it was different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was.
But all that check-in shit, like I gotta meet a stranger who I don't even fuck with and be like, hey, I'm in town. Like, where do I sign my name at? Like, I'm checking in. Like, are you checking into a hotel? So when you seeing this being prevalent and then you seeing the young Takeoff die, you know what I'm saying? When he had supposedly was with people who was supposed to be protecting him. Right? Mm-hmm. Do you think this is just something that's tied up into what hip hop has become? Do you believe in it? Is this something you like, oh, I think it's right to check in. I'll check it out before I check in.
No, it's what I'm saying is...
I ain't never checked in my life. I be all over the country, and God is my bodyguard. So when I see like these kids, oh, you got to come in and check in
it's a
with
fad.
somebody.
Like, you know, like I think it's a fad where the youngins, they, you know what I mean? Like what happens is they like living, like a lot of the youngins in the game like living reckless. So if they able to, you know what I'm saying? If they able to, no, but that's what I'm saying. So if they able to be like, you know what?
Reckless.
So that's what they like doing. They
you know,
like,
it's so sad. We watch it though.
They like checking in so that way they can live reckless.
We watch it. We watch Kodak Black. I love these guys as artists and entertainers, but their real appeals when they become train wrecks. Like, damn, when is NBA young boy going back to jail? When is this nigga gonna get hit with a charge? Pooh Shiesty. We watch these little kids, these are babies. We watch these niggas. It's like watching a train wreck. And instead of niggas stepping in saying, yo, that's why I respect Fat Joe a lot. Because Fat Joe, even what Gilly and Wallow do, $1 million worth of game, they come and tell these young niggas, it's a slippery slope, my brother. Like, you about to go down the drain. And a lot of times I seen them telling it to Young Thug. Listen. I seen them tell King Von. I seen them telling like, yo, y'all niggas
RICO charges out.
They giving RICO charges out and they giving out headshots.
You understand what I'm saying though?
And headshots. Give me the RICO before the the headshot.
But what I'm saying is, that's what I'm saying. Like, so if I put, like, if I give you a platter, like, yo, here, you can take a headshot or RICO charge. Like, that's my
just
choice.
Just for the fame, just for the money.
I'm good on that. I'll pass on that. You cool. Y'all can have that. You know, but that's what I'm saying. It's no teaching. You know, it's no teaching. And that's the thing, is no teaching. Because the ones that's trying to teach it, right?
Nas has always been a KRS-One, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think artists like that feel like I shouldn't even put out music because these niggas gonna be like, I'm old. Nobody wanna hear this shit. Like, he's the teacher. He was one of them niggas who would be proactive. I guess he feels like when I put out music, the shit falls on deaf ears. So why am I wasting my money, spending my time? Why am I doing this when the people who can push the music, the people who up at Apple Music, YouTube, they're black dudes. These are black execs. They not gonna push this shit. No matter how dope it is, they gonna be like, oh, it's KRS-One, he's old.
The thing about it though.
Upon himself.
No, sure.
They gonna be like, it's KRS-One. It's old, it's Rakim, it's Chuck, it's the new Public Enemy, I'll pass on that. Give me the new Lil Uzi Vert, the shit that, you know what I'm saying? And this is what's happening when these are gatekeepers because they feel like they gotta keep up with the Joneses and keep their job. So it's not about the culture no more. So how do we combat this, bro? Because me and you a like-minded person, right? Like I said, I love hip hop. Hip hop was something that I think saved my life, you know what I mean? So when I see this beautiful culture, it's almost like if a nigga violated my religion, I feel some kind of way. Like, to me, it's my religion. Hip hop to me is almost like a religion. So when I see it being used for wrong and knowing it's bad, when I know the power, the positivity it could do, I feel personally offended.
But that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm offended.
But you know what you need to do, what you know what needs to be done is that you don't stop making music. Because, like, to me, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Music, how many number ones selling books you read?
A lot. In prison.
What I'm saying, how many
novels, like Sidney Sheldon.
That's what I'm saying.
Memories of Midnight, bullshit like that.
And what was now some of your best books was
what?
Well, I'm just saying
some of the best books was the hood books.
Was the books that you had to be put on to a fine.
Yeah, in fact.
That's what I'm saying. That's music.
Yeah,
music is literature.
You're right.
Everything is not gonna be a bestseller.
You're right.
You feel what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
So we gotta just keep making the music so that way it's documented for them to find.
It's art,
it's documented for them to find.
It's an artifact. It becomes
so
an
they
artifact.
be like, so they
shout out, rest in peace to Tame One, speaking of which, because it's an artifact. It becomes an artifact.
You see what I'm saying?
I just hate the way the hip hop is going with these kids. It hurts my feelings.
But then that's when you gotta do something about it.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. No, look, you on a platform.
Yeah.
You understand? You're on a platform.
Shout out to Vlad too, because Vlad is like when I talked about when I thought people should be helping me spread my message. DJ Vlad, before Vlad TV, there was DJ Vlad, who was helping me spread the same spew. Like, I always been about, all right, man, it's cool to have fun and all that shit, but we got to get it together. Like, the party does end. Like, life is about reality.
Yeah, because...
And so I wanted to be the voice of the reality part after you done threw up on your boots and all that shit, had all this fun and shit, drank 20 bottles. That life goes on. You got to wake up to real life.
No, real life.
And that's what
I come in.
So, yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, you got real life, because what you got to understand is that, yeah, they could be driving Bentleys right here, right? We could walk outside and see them driving Bentleys, but we've been around the world, so we know it's dirty water in India and stuff like that, where people going through real shit around the world.
Shit,
That's the difference. That's why I'm saying, like, our music.
Bro, I'm Haitian, so I look at Haiti to this day. These motherfuckers is shitting in outhouses in 2022, like, don't have running water. And we'll sit here and complain about the dumbest shit in the world.
But you see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why, but that's the thing, like, you ain't just rhyming for a kid out here. You know what I mean? When we rhyme, our rhymes, when they go do the math and see our joint, you see we global.
I just hate the fact that something is so right just gets. I guess that's life. I guess the people, what they say, negativity spreads faster. That's like when you watch the 11 o'clock news. They don't talk about nothing good until the end of the show.
No, that's it.
Like, versus three people murdered. This. It's all the fucked up shit. Then at the end they be like, yeah, and little Kathy graduated and shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you though. But that's why that's why
we gotta combat that though.
And we combat that.
There was a time when we was combating it.
We combat that by making music.
There was a time when that was in the forefront.
But that's it. But you combat that.
That was in the forefront.
By making music. You know what I'm saying? We gotta continue to make music and spread, so that way it's documented. So that's what I'm saying. Long after we gone, that literature is still here. You know what I'm saying? Long after we gone, that literature is still here.
Do you think we're at a point now where people are starting to wait because of Kanye and Kyrie Irving? Do you think they started something that's going to make a big amount of people
because
wake up? Yeah.
Because the world is nosy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a nosy world. That's why social media is so big, because it's a nosy world. Yeah. So if Kanye say something or Kyrie say something, that's why they got so reprimanded, because they know that in this world these days and time, somebody's gonna go look into it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So somebody's gonna be like, you know what? Let me see that book that they talking about. Let me see that. You know what I mean?
The dude shit went crazy. Like,
but that's what I'm.
Crazy.
But that's
and it's
what
still
I'm
on Amazon, which is crazy. Like,
but that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Still available on Amazon.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if we wanna change something, you know what I mean? We gotta remain something. You know what I'm saying? So in order to change something, you gotta remain something. So if we want to change something, we gotta.
How long that sounds slick? Those like sound bites and shit. But we knew this for years. Where's the action coming at? Because at this point, like, you get tired. It's almost like a nigga keep telling you. You ever got friends that always got a good idea but never act on it? Yeah. This nigga be like, yo, I'm telling you, son, I came up with this shit. And he always got a cool idea but never make it manifest, right? I feel like this is where we are. So I'm asking you, I got my ideology, because I only think it's only gonna work if people lose the love and the lust for the greed shit, the money, the lust, like looking at women as objects. We all come from, like not to sound cliche, we all come from our mother.
Yeah.
So the fact that we objectify our own women and let this shit happen to where they're like sex objects to men to this day, where it's like, fuck it now, because anybody could be anything and anybody is just a fucking free fall. But there's no structure in life no more. Now,
just think about that, right? Now just think about that.
Trust me,
let that simmer in, right?
Yeah.
And now let that simmer in with no Saigon to combat whatever. You understand? Like,
it's gonna be worse.
But this is what I'm saying. Just think. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's why they threw the tape on my mouth. That's why they won't let me. They won't let an artist like me in. They won't. They would never do that. It was counterproductive to their bottom line. Their bottom line is not for niggas to grow.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to tell you is that they didn't let Malcolm in, right? So he stood outside.
Yeah, and he got shot.
No, but I'm just saying he stood
Sometimes you
outside.
gotta get shot, bro.
He stood outside. You don't have to get shot. He stood outside.
You gotta get shot.
But what I
Because
mean
I'm
by
gonna tell you
that is,
something. If you're not, unless your movement is moving, they'll let you kick all this shit you want. You could be an Instagram revolutionary. You could be a nigga that be like, yo, Black Lives, I'm marching. Unless, if you ain't, this is why I'm scared for Kanye a little bit. This nigga is taking it there. To the point, if he continues to do this and they saying like, damn, let's say Adidas sales decide to really decline and niggas say, we ain't fucking with Adidas now. We standing with Ye. Regardless of what he said, our young brother's sick, we standing with him, right? They sales continue to go down. They either gonna assassinate your character or they gonna assassinate your black ass. And this is what we know. So are we willing to have somebody step up behind that and be like, fuck it? Because you can kill a revolutionary, but you can't kill the movement. Is this movement gonna keep moving or we gonna do this stalling shit and go back again? Like we always do.
Nah, I think,
like we always do.
But I think that's the difference between this generation is fearless. Like this generation is fearless. They don't
still
care.
Gotta be smart.
No,
though.
but see, that's what I'm trying.
Our generation was fearless.
No.
We was out there. Yes, we was, bro.
But we wasn't fearless.
Kids are fearless. Period. That's what being a kid is.
No, what I'm saying.
You don't think nothing can happen to you.
No, what I'm saying. We wasn't. Our generation.
I used to have bullets flying past my head. That was fun.
But it wasn't. No, we wasn't fearless. So what I'm saying, because we had.
We was fearless, cuz.
We had affordables. That's what I'm saying. Like this
we
generation.
Was still fearless, bro.
No, but this generation don't have much. They gotta go. That's what I'm saying. They gotta get it. We had parents taking care of us. No, you understand what I'm saying? We had.
Got that
no,
shit,
they
bro.
don't. Not most of them don't.
A lot of them do though.
But that's why they so. That's why
these niggas got smartphones that
but
cost $1,000. Niggas got iPhones.
That don't
my
even
daughter
mean,
got a better phone than me.
No, but
my daughter got an iPhone, the iPhone 26, whatever the fuck it is. It's the newest one.
Because you're a good parent. But most of so out of every but most of the kids around that don't have. And that's where the jealousy come from.
These kids is that's why kids make mistakes, right? Because we fearless. It's like we don't. It's almost like a cub. A cub would think he could jump off a cliff and fuck around and die.
Oh, you're not knowledgeable. It's different. No, I'm not. But I'm saying is
we're not smart enough to be scared when you're young.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is why I said this generation is fearless, because they see it. We didn't. That's what I'm saying. We didn't see it enough to. So we didn't have no choice but to experiment and find out. This generation see it and they still.
I get you saying.
They still want it. That's what I'm saying.
How old was Huey P. and these guys, right, when they started the Black Panthers? So you got to think of it like Huey P. Newton and these guys who started the Panther was teenage. They was fearless kids. That's why they ran up to the White House with the hammers. Like, yo, we got the right to bear arms. Like that is that fearless that these kids have today, but their fearlessness is generated towards killing each other. That's why I was like, they play this shit like it's paintball shit, but it's guns, it's real guns and shit. Like, we caught him lacking. Yeah. They'll shoot you at McDonald's, they'll shoot you at the drive-thru. Anywhere they find you,
literally on site.
On site. Like, I'm killing you. Not I'm gonna leg you.
Yeah, not even like,
hurt you. I'm gonna dump it in you, bro.
They don't even want to beat you up no more.
Nah, ain't no such thing as a slap. When's the last time you seen a kid slap box?
No, nobody fights.
Nobody even fights. It's like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah,
like this shit is a video game.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the thing. I'm saying
saying.
Growing up, we had, what I'm saying growing up, right? We had like Bruce Lee, Mike Tyson. So we believe that was the shit.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We believe like fighting was the shit.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't know how to
They
fight.
got Call of Duty now. So all they know is like, that's it.
Them.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when you see what's being produced,
that's a great analogy.
You see the way the world going. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so this is another question to you. Are we gonna just sit around and just act like we don't see this shit?
No, that's what I'm trying. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm trying to tell you is that we gotta like. What happens is we gotta access.
Me being a person who utilizes my pineal gland and my third eye, and I see things from a different perspective. I feel like it just hurts me more. Sometimes I wish I didn't know as much as I know. It's almost like I wish I didn't have that. And I remember when I didn't have it.
Yeah.
And it's easy to turn a blind eye to some foul shit.
No, but then
A nigga violating, pistol whipping somebody for a chain or something, like, be like, yo, we nigga got him. Now look at this shit and be like, look what we doing to each other.
But you want, that's what I'm saying. But you wanted your eye open. So now your eye is open.
And now I'm trying to open other eyes.
Yeah,
and the sad part is there's people who should see this shit. Well, you know what they say, you shouldn't expect much because that's going to lead to being disappointed, right? Yeah. When you expect your fellow, like, black brother to say, this young man is trying to do something to lead us in the right direction, I can help him. I can help him do it, but nah, I'm not going to help him. But I'm going to go stand behind something that I know is wrong. I'm going to go stand behind something that the whole message, the whole thing of it is wrong. And like, it gets to the point where it's like, are we this scared? Or we this greedy to where it's like, they say if a hoe don't make no money, the pimp will go out there and sell his own ass. And it's to the point where it's like, we looking at that.
Yeah, but because
these niggas will do anything for $1, bro. Any fucking thing.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Crazy.
We can't. But that's why we can't just sit
These
idle.
These rich motherfuckers be miserable. Look, this the part they don't tell you.
No, they be
in a big ass mansion like this, ready to
kill themselves. Oh, 100%.
With all the money in the bank in the world.
The money don't make you happy.
They don't make you happy.
It don't. Because
that's the rhetoric.
Because who you are is who you are. But that's what I'm saying. We have to let them. We have to inform them of that. Like your money, the money you trying to get,
bro. There's no financial literacy. I ask a young kid, yo, if I gave you $1 million, a young hip hop head, in the street talking about trying to get this money. That's his whole thing. I'm just trying to get this bag, OG. Trying to get this bag. I asked the young brother, I said, if I gave you $1 million right now, what would you do with it? He didn't have a plan. He didn't have an idea of taxes. He didn't understand nothing. And that's the mindset of majority of these kids, because we're not putting the medicine in the music no more. We're not teaching them this financial literacy. We saying you gotta be fly till you die. You gotta put logos on your body to make yourself feel better about who you are. Or now they transforming their bodies. These girls that's running out getting big asses, BBLs, right? Whoever doing them BBLs is making trillions off us, right?
Like for what?
But then you don't want to be objectified when a man could come step to you and be like, yo, try and hit that fatty. You like, nigga, don't look at.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
we not sick.
Listen, black women.
Look at the weave industry. They won't even let black women in it.
But that's what I'm saying.
We can't own none of that shit. Who wears the weaves, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Black woman, brown woman, you let them bamboozle you out of your spot.
We allow.
No, what I'm saying is because they was doing that. They was doing like other ethnics was doing that to look like you, and now doing it, looking like them. You let them bamboozle you out of your spot. You understand, black man? You letting them bamboozle you out of your spot, and that's why. That's what I'll say again. This is why we can't shut up or shut down. Because we can't allow them to bamboozle our people out of their spot.
Who do you think is a young artist out there that's putting out some things that might be, conducive to our growth as a people, like that's popping? Is there any out there?
Man, you gotta look real deep.
That's crazy. That
No, but
think of one that comes off the top of your head, though. You can't? I can't. I mean, unless you want to say Kendrick, but
no, we talking about, you know what I mean? Like, no, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is why it's probably right. It's a youngin' that want to speak like that, right? No. What I'm trying to tell you is a youngin' that probably want to speak like that, right? Yeah. But he looking for you, cause for somebody that's gonna
me, he ain't looking for me.
No, because he's looking for you, because he's looking for somebody that gonna understand. You know what I mean? Somebody that he could look at and say, "Damn, you know what? I know I could spit it to him, and he gonna let me know how to go about it."
Son,
yeah,
I can't go with that, because
I'm telling you,
because this is the thing. That's almost like telling me to do what I did all over again, right? And be like, have the foresight. If I could do all this shit over again, I sneaked my way in the game first. I'd have snuck my way in. I would have did the bullshit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I would have said, because you can't teach a message to if you don't have an audience. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of like cut my nose off to spite my face. And they was telling me that, like, bro, my first single was called Pain in My Life, but they like, if nobody know you, why would the fuck they care about your pain if I don't know you? Introduce me to yourself first and then tell me about your pain, you know what I'm saying? But I was hard-headed. I was the one person, nah, I like this is what I like. This is what I want. Even if you look at Cole and Kendrick, everybody like to use them guys as the guys who, you know what I mean? Oh, these guys, they don't do the norm. But if you look at their early music,
They did the norm.
They did the norm to get in.
Yeah.
J. Cole did the work. Ooh, work
Versace,
out
all
for me.
type of
Work
shit.
out.
Yeah, they did all that.
They
Yeah.
did it to get in, and then once they got their position, they foot solid. Then it was like, I'm gonna make the music I want. I don't think J. Cole would make. I can't get enough of what you got. Ooh, girl, you hit this today. He don't. Number one, he don't have to, and number two is like this is not how I want to represent myself as a 30-something-year-old man. You understand what I'm telling you?
But,
so even look at Kendrick's song, swimming pool full of liquor, then you dive in it. I remember being in a little bar. Why you babysitting with them 2 and 3 shots? Niggas was going back off that song. Yeah. I'm gonna show you how to turn it up a notch. So it was like, that wasn't the most conducive to what we tried to do song right there, but it got him in the game to where he can go make all the traditional crazy records that we can make. That's what I would do different. I felt like I had Just Blaze, I had the producer, I had Jay-Z, I had everybody on my corner, and I was just hard-headed. And I was like, fuck that. I want to be like that. I want to be like Chuck D. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like Chuck D. Off the gate. Fight the power. Off the gate. They was like, you gotta get in first. Even Chuck and them got in first.
I mean, but you still could keep going. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No, because what I'm trying to tell you, it's just
we gonna keep going.
No, it's a different game. You know what I mean? Where it's like now.
Because now you got the internet.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the beauty and the curse of that shit.
They looking for you now.
Yeah, that's the beauty and the curse. I'm gonna give it to them.
No, but this is what I'm saying. So
that's
they
why we
like,
gotta do some shit. Like, what are we waiting for? Because we can go in there and get busy on the mic and really give them.
Let's give them what.
A lot of this shit that they be going crazy over, I'm like, this shit is mid, bro.
Let's give the people what they want.
I'm ready.
Like,
bro.
how?
Like,
Listen. Look, look at what I'm trying to tell you is right. Like, let me tell you something. Look at that. Like, just look at something right there. Like, with just 3 individuals. Like, just say if you just had me, you, right? Let's say me, you, and then you had Havoc, right?
Yeah.
How you?
Shout out to Havoc. Feel better, bro. Supposed to be here.
Who gonna defeat that?
Nobody.
You understand?
Nobody.
Who gonna defeat that?
Damn, I ain't thinking that. At least you get Havoc.
You got Ali Vegas, Saigon, and Havoc.
Wow.
Who gonna defeat that?
Nobody.
You understand?
That's scary.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Saigon, Ali Vegas,
and
produced
Havoc.
by Havoc.
We could take on whoever. They gonna be looking like. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But that's what I said when you
stop because you give me my shit's
no, but that's what it's supposed to do.
I gotta keep the interview going, bro. We can't.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Now I'm ready to be like, fuck this. We're going to the
no,
booth.
but when your mind, but that's what I'm saying. When you get the minds on the, when you get the minds thinking alike, then that's how you start it.
I'm telling you, and that's why I love right. One thing we learning for everything that's going on right now is money ain't real, right? Ain't no way in hell Kanye could be saying, I'm a billionaire, right, on April 22nd. And on April 23rd, they could tell me your billionaire status is gone.
Yeah.
You're down to 300 M's. Take it or leave it. They gave him a chance. Yeah. That's what I'm like, yo, this ain't real.
Yo, it's not because they tell you what to do with the money.
Yeah, they tell you what
tell you what to do with the money.
If that didn't show niggas that shit ain't fugazi, it's a facade.
Because look, what's the name?
If they could break you down to 300 million, they could just, why couldn't they break them all the way down?
Like, bro.
Like, fuck it.
Like, what was
worth
that?
$13, nigga.
I think
Adrian Broner.
I think Puff just gave his mother $1 million check. I think at her last birthday or something, I think Puff just gave his mother $1 million.
I'm scared.
You see what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that.
Puffy's the only nigga in the world. I've been in prison. I've been through south side of Chicago, walking with one little nigga named Pistol Pete. Like, yo, son, you sure we ain't gonna die? He like, I got you, son. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't never been scared. I met Puffy one time, and the nigga scared me, bro. It wasn't no gangster shit. I just looked and we locked eyes and I was like, brr, my heart started racing and son said, run. I was scared of this nigga. I ain't never been scared of nigga muscles and they with a gun. Like, I literally feared this nigga. And to this day, I don't know what it was. I was like, that was the weirdest shit that ever happened to me in my life.
No, it's just what happens is what's in your heart and in his heart is two different things. And
that's what it felt like.
But
and
that's
I'm like,
what
he didn't say a word.
No, that's what it is.
It wasn't like he was trying to act gangster.
No, because he'll look straight.
It wasn't his goons.
Nah.
It was just something about this nigga that made me scared of him.
What's in his heart and what's in your heart is two different things. That's what it is. It's
I
more
never
of
had that happen though. That's why.
It's
the only
more
person I told that was my daughter. I told my daughter think I'm a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
She think I could beat up. And she was like, Daddy, you ain't scared. I said, I'm scared of Puffy, man.
No,
That's the only nigga in the world. I'm scared of this nigga. And it wasn't even like.
Nah, but that's what happens because when.
That's crazy though.
Nah, because it's that energy. When your heart is in one place and his heart is in a different place and y'all in the same room, you know what I mean? You trying to locate the golden child. And he, you know what I mean? Like, yo, my brother Noomsi.
I was scared. Nah, I never been scared of a man before that. Like, and I've used these words and because there's been times I might have thought a person could beat me and I could find some courage to fake the funk.
Yeah, like
in the yard where I'm like sticking my chest out like, niggas, I couldn't even find that. Say, I was like, nigga just want to split. Like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Because you know what it is? It's like,
nah, that
you don't know,
spooky, bro.
yeah, because you don't know how he's trying to defeat you. And that's what scared you. Because you looking like...
Why? I just don't understand this shit. That's why when I seen in your article, when you talk about the rituals, because I've been in them situations where a nigga see how far they can go with you. Like you said, they'll send a stylist at you, and the stylist will report back to them.
Like, oh, he ready to come to the party.
Yeah, he said send
then you
him,
get the
he
invite.
said send him a +1.
Yeah, you get the invite.
He said give him a +1. His man's with it too, and you get
and then when you see when you be like, damn, how come
he said the interest is they grab your schlong, bro, like to get in the party. They grab you by the joint.
And motherfuckers was still going.
And niggas like. They did it to Terry Crews. Terry Crews.
He came out right after I said my shit. After my interview, he came out.
He said the dude walked up to him and just grabbed his joint and was like, "Yo, son, welcome to the party."
Yeah, come on in.
The Pop Smoke.
Yeah, come on in.
God bless his
And we
soul.
like this. We like me and my nigga Gutter. He right here. My nigga Gutter right here with me.
Shit.
Like we get to the spot, niggas like, yo, son, and we coming down the hill like, coming down the hill like, yo,
I guarantee you in the next few years, a lot of shit about to hit the fan.
But that's what I'm saying. We coming down the hill though, bro. We coming down the hill like, yo, look, and we seeing prominent niggas. We coming down the hill like, yo, son, y'all going there? They like, yeah, we going to the joint. They like, nah, son, they grabbing your snarches for the get in.
And niggas still going.
Niggas like, no, we know. We know.
Damn.
Y'all niggas hold it down. That's how we like, yo, y'all hold it down.
And because I've been in Hollywood, bro, I could attest to that because those parties, I was going in there with Mark Wahlberg, so I was able to move in circles and shit where I was like, damn, is that Sigourney Weaver and shit? I'm seeing her drunk and shit, like Tara Reid, sloppy and shit. So you went, like,
but that's
from fucking with Lamar, right?
But they do, but that's what I'm saying. But the crazy about the people, the thing
Bro,
about
I never seen a nigga do coke in front. I've been in the ghetto my whole life. They'll just pull out some coke, put it on their
like it's nothing.
Like it's a cigarette.
But
I'm like, yo, that's cocaine, bro. Niggas like, hey, you want to blast? I'm like, the fuck out of here.
Well, what you gotta, because what you gotta understand is that it's so crazy because even like white people have different type of fun than we do.
They call it partying,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. What they fun is like, hey, punch on your dick. Oh shit. No, we don't play like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, but that's what I'm saying. Right? But they play games. But that's what I'm saying. They play games like that.
That's crazy, son.
So like to them, the shit is normal. But to us, we like, nah. My mama told me not to go.
The thing is, it becomes normal to the people who want to be in them circles.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You gotta act like that shit, them games. You gotta play them games.
Yeah,
bro.
but nah.
And it's crazy because coming from where we come from, we like, nah, we don't play that shit.
Nah.
So once you do that, they look at you like, nah, keep them away.
Yeah,
Go get the safe ones.
You're acting different.
He can't blow up.
Yeah, you're
Look,
acting
his record
different.
goes to the back. Not
That's
only
how they
that,
do it. They be
what's
like,
that guy's name? Ali Vega?
Yeah, no.
Put that to the side, Bill.
No, we don't want that guy.
Yeah, we like this guy. He was loose. His cheeks. That guy had some grippers on him.
Yeah, that guy. That guy did 2 lines
like
with
the
me.
grippers on this guy. Like,
And they looking at me, they
he
like,
said that guy did 2 lines with him.
yeah, so I had no shot. Because I don't smoke or drink, so I had no shot.
They couldn't
There's
get
no
you
type of
This
conversation.
guy don't even take a drink.
He don't drink or nothing.
We can't even lace his joint.
We can't do nothing. So it's like, and I think that's what made me even more focused was like, I'm like, bro, y'all losing it. And they like, oh, no, we going up there. It's real. This what we doing.
Damn. So I think that all plays a part. And I mean, it goes hand in hand when they saying sacrifices. This should be the name of this interview because this is what Kanye just came out and said, my mother was sacrificed. Peace from quality control. Mother just said, yo, I'm a sacrifice.
Because
he goes as far upon himself. He goes as far as saying Michael Jordan's father was what meeting was you in where they showed you this? Like, look, it was a sacrifice. Because he's saying it like,
yeah,
he's sure but is this his bipolar shit?
No.
Or is this nigga saying, fuck it, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm exploiting everything.
No, because this is what happens. It's just like anything. It's just like when you go into the other room, right? And the people going there, like, to try to get them in that room, they probably like, he like, nah, son, I ain't doing that shit. Nigga like, fuck out of here, right? And then they probably like, what do you mean? Everybody's doing it. You know what I mean? And then they showing them like, we could get you, you're just now starting, so you could pick any girl you want. That'll be your girlfriend. And you're like, nah. And then they showing you the thuggish nigga. Like, see, he's doing it. And look, we put him with her. Oh, he's doing it. And we put him with her. So that's what I'm saying. So he probably, while they telling him, listen, your mother is holding you back. In order for you to get to this, and you're like, I'm not sacrificing.
Remember the dude from Death Row Records, Danny Boy? Mm-hmm. He just said some shit about Ray J that was crazy, son. He's like, yo, me and Ray went at it on some. I was like, damn, this is wild. He said him and Ray had it out in a barbershop. I'm like, damn, son. He said, Ray, don't play with me. Like, these niggas is bugging. No. Now think of it. Now, nothing against anybody who want to do what you want, right? But when you tell somebody they beliefs is like, fuck that traditional bullshit. If you ain't rocking with us, you go to the back burner, that's a different kind of power, bro.
Yeah, because it's about, like
that's
I said,
a different kind of power.
It's about what they could get done.
Huh?
It's about what that's what I'm saying. It's not about what they could do. That's the power. So like, just think, they looking at it like that's what I said. It's about, like everybody thinks power is what you can do, but it's what you could get done. So, and this is the classic thing. It's like, you rap, right? It's like a person, they telling a person, you make music, right? That's what you do. But I could get you rich. That's what I can get done. So you looking like, they looking at you like, we give you 20 million. You won't even have to see the people that you're
affecting.
Yeah, you won't even have to see the people that you're thinking gonna have a problem with you being in this meeting right now. Jesus Christ. You understand?
Yo, this is different.
And that's
it feel like we're in an eternal war. It's almost like when they used to say genocide and shit was real, I feel like this is real life genocide, bro.
Because nobody wants to.
It gotta be genocide.
Nobody wants to hold people accountable. Nobody wants to say, no, what I'm saying is, no, everybody wants to be an apologist to be liked. That's what I'm saying.
But we got it. How we not past that at 2022?
We not. It's the people still doing it. Because
that's what I'm saying. Like,
so what I'm saying is like, so
if we was marching, right, for equal rights or whatever they want to call it, civil rights, right, in the 60s, right? And it's 2022 where nobody could come and be like, I don't have the same civility as a motherfucking white man. You could do anything you want in this country if you play by the rules, right? So now we can't use that shit as no excuse. So why our community still fucked up? Why do I go to a school in Newark and these niggas gotta forfeit football games because they can't afford equipment? In 2020, this was in 2020.
Yeah.
With all these black millionaires, and the black community still poor, right?
Because-
So y'all are not economizing at all. Us, right? We don't economize. We don't even believe in the word economizing, because we rather say, yo, look, my shit is flyer than your shit.
Yeah.
You only can drive a Corvette. I got a Maybach. My shit is 300 grand. Like, the same car that's gonna get me from A to B, and I'm gonna get a few thumbs up from people. That's all it really is good for. Yo, nice car. I went and bought a Bentley like a fucking idiot, and I'm like, damn, I'm paying $1,600 a month for niggas to thumbs up. That's it.
I bought a Civic.
Nice car. That's all you get from the shit.
I bought a Civic.
See, that's smart.
Like, I bought a Civic.
That's smart. That's
You know what I
smart,
mean?
but you got the know-how.
Because
You
but that's
got the know-how. This is what I'm saying. Like, we got to infiltrate schools. We got to start teaching. That's why the best thing I thought was happening to niggas was that pandemic. I'm like, yo, this is a time for a nigga to sit in a house and figure some shit out where the world ain't moving at 1,000 miles per
and
hour.
rethink and
And
reteach.
rethink. Yeah,
That's what
you gotta
supposed to
reteach.
do.
Yeah, you gotta look
gotta
this is a second to stop and reflect, right? In prison, they call pictures reflections, because you get to look back at that moment. No matter how you made you feel the day you took that, let me check out my reflections. Usually it's memories of home. So a nigga always want to show, yo, this is my girl, this is my, you know what I mean? It's a reflection. So when we out here making, like you said, making art that's gonna outlive us. Imagine if I'm the nigga making, shake that ass, and I got 2 daughters growing up, and they be like, yeah, my dad was an artist. Show me this is him. Your dad was the shake that ass nigga? I don't want to be that guy.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy.
That's what I'm saying.
So this is the thing. Why are so many people willing to be that guy, though? For $1?
Because nobody's nobody's holding the guy that they looking up to accountable, because they're saying
We
it's,
can't do
it's
that.
hating. No, but this is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying, they use our words against us. They say it's hating.
Exactly.
So what I'm trying to tell you is, no, it's not hating. I just don't like what this motherfucker is doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, this motherfucker is selling us out. So I'm gonna say this motherfucker is selling us out.
Sell out.
And if you saying I'm
That's
hating,
a word that was in hip hop that don't.
If you
Speaking of which, right?
Yeah.
The segue, right? You caught a lot of flack. This is probably a pause moment where we could just start from another segment. You caught a lot of flack, right, early in your career, because niggas say you sounded like Nas, right? And to me, I heard the similarity in the vocal tone, but the cadences, the wordplay to me was totally different. But I know a lot of people, that was the thing. Oh, Ali Vegas sound too much like Nas. And I think that was a time when everybody from Queens kind of sounded like Nas, or had that influences of playing with multi-syllables. Even I rap like that. So from Brooklyn, niggas thought I was from Queens because of the way I rapped. And I'm like, nah, bro, I grew up in BK, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, nah, that's the Queens sound. It became a sound. So the flack you was getting from that I felt like it was unfair. And then I started to see like, yo, Nas is somewhere down really, like, I don't know if it was true or not, it's somewhere kind of stifling the young man from reaching his potential because of the comparison. Did you feel that like firsthand?
I mean, I felt like, but just to like I was saying, the crazy part about it is, it's what happens is we listen to the same people. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that I didn't know about Nas. That's the crazy part about it. Like, I didn't know about Nas. My older brother had to tell me who they was comparing me to. I was growing up, I grew up on Rakim and Slick Rick. That was.
How did you not know about Nas though, living in New York?
Same reason, and this is why it's so crazy, right? This is why I never gave J. Cole flack when they asked him, because Hov and them compared him to me, and he said, I never heard of Ali Vegas. And I never came out and gave him flack on that, because I understand it. Because he's listening to Nas the same way I listened to Rakim. I didn't know
but
who
Nas was like we couldn't miss Nas though.
Nah, bro. You could. I didn't know, like, you understand, I'm 12 years old.
Baby.
Remember that. So I'm listening to what my mother listening to.
Got you.
So I'm listening to Rakim. I'm not listening to, you know what I mean? She playing Rakim, Slick Rick, and oldies.
Got you.
So I didn't know who that was. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
And then, like, oh, that's who that is. Okay. Like, and that was the ill part. That was the ill part about it. Like even Trag could tell everybody that. I didn't know who, you know what I mean? But I think what it was that what it was that the ill part about it was like when they say, yo, you sound like Esco, I'm like, it was like it was like you said, it was our sound, it was Queen's sound. You know what I mean? So it's just like, if anything, if you talk proper, they be like, well, you sound white.
Yeah.
No, I just talk proper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
nah, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I said.
I just like, cause coming from I'm coming from Southside, so I don't look or sound like anybody that's in my area.
Copy.
I don't have dreads
Mr.
like
Cheeks,
Lost Boys,
Cheeks, yeah,
and I don't got a bald head like Onyx.
Yeah.
So I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't sound like or look like anybody from my neighborhood. It was just a whole smooth persona.
You think being on the same label had anything to do with it? Being on Columbia?
I mean, I think it was more about, it was because it was just a perfect situation for them, because Columbia's looking like, we know what to do with you. And I'm telling him that. I told him that. I'm like, they know what to do with me because of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got a blueprint.
Yeah, they know what to do. They know what not to do and what, you know what I mean? So they know what box that to, you know what I mean, not to keep me in, so that way we can, you know what I mean? And I think, and plus I just felt like,
so that was around It Was Written time then, because that was like his second act.
It was written going into like, you know what I mean, like the third one too.
Oh, because Trackmasters. I mean?
Because remember, he got because remember, that's what I'm saying. If this was like, this is like coming off It Was Written, you know what I mean?
Oh,
so just imagine like, if this was like prime It Was Written time, it wouldn't be no problem.
Yeah.
But this is like probably like Nostradamus time. So where, you know, like the Hove is emerging, you know what I mean? So it's just a lot of things is playing into the psyche of like, they trying to replace me with him, you know what I mean?
But you met him when you got your deal.
Yeah, he was right there. You know what I mean? Like, I had the Nas hat on. Like, that's my, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I look at it like, yo, I'm looking at him like, that's big bro. Like, we gonna hate me now, video shoots and all that. Like, yo, this my baby brother, Vague. Like, it's, you know what I mean? So my thing was more,
know that.
Yeah, no, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's no, see, the thing with me, it's no malice or nothing. Like, that's my guy. Like, I still, that's Queens. I'm not gonna ever go against, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna let you know, like, yo, bro, you ain't do the right thing there. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
That's fair.
Like, we could still, it's always gonna be like.
I always was wondering that, because I was a fan, like I said first, of just watching your career, and I'm like, because I wanted to come up under, like, I'm like, damn, niggas is getting deals, niggas is really getting on. So I'm watching you get on, I'm like, damn, bro, and everybody like, nah, he sound like Nas, he sound like, I'm like, shit, first of all, that's not a bad thing. Like, I'm like, that was a great thing. I wish niggas say I was back then.
No, but that's what happens is, and that's where it comes from. It's like, and that's why I just told them, like, all right, 10, 20 years from now, y'all gonna wish there was an Ali Vegas that sound like Nas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's why now, like, you just stunted the growth, because.
Should have went to that party, son.
Nah, I couldn't do it.
I
couldn't do it.
I couldn't
do it.
You should have went in.
Listen, all the money in the world couldn't
I feel you,
couldn't
bro.
change the mirrors. You'll be looking at the mirror like,
yeah, for the rest of your life, like, damn. Look at this in a mansion
family,
like this.
Look, and your family not even understanding what you
had to do for this 50,000 square feet.
Yeah, they like, yo,
like this,
we good.
I had a butt plug on and all that for this.
And they looking like,
my life, no, man.
And you just saying that, and that's what I'm saying. Then for them to take the money from you whenever they want to. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to look. So just think about that.
That's why
right?
I don't understand when niggas go back to jail. Like, I watch a lot of these YouTube niggas who talk about jail and glorify jail. So a lot of these dudes on YouTube, they come home, this they thing like, yo, I was up north, I was in jail. They leave out the fucked up parts of jail. Like, bro, I was in jail too. And you come off the visit and you gotta turn around and spread them, bro. Like, turn around and spread your like, who the hell want another man looking up their ass? Like, what would you put you in a position where you like, I'm willing to go to jail for this shit? Word? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, have fun.
Hey, go have fun. Ain't no girls in there. Nothing but men. You live with men now for the whatever many years you gotta do. And you get violated and a nigga tell you when to go to bed. My father couldn't tell me when to go to bed. You tell me a dude younger than you is gonna be like, hey, lights out, pal. And you better
turn it in.
Play a tough guy and be like, I'm not going to sleep. they're gonna beat the living shit out of you. So when I see these guys glorifying this gangster life, like tell these motherfuckers will come with the gangster shit.
Yeah. But that's
think about this shit right now. Casanova's in prison. Nigga, Gunner's in prison.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Young Thugger. Yeah. Like these niggas went from eating caviar and shrimp, right? Like being able to have a plethora of women throw themselves at them to be now facing a fucking RICO charge because they want to be in the gang.
And that's why.
Was that shit worth it, bro? Like if you could denounce the gang and would you still be there and be throwing up the slime shit? If you wouldn't, you should tell all these kids this shit ain't worth it. Don't fuck with it. All these niggas who's fucking with the gangs should be telling these niggas it's not worth it. Yeah. Because ain't one of these niggas is gonna come back down and be like, nah, give me the time. I wanna stand for the set.
No. But that's the thing. It's
that's fucked up though.
That's the reason why I did the interview and speaking on the rituals and stuff. You know what I mean?
Because man, that shit is fucked.
Because I was like, we glorifying the game for our babies.
It's kind of like sacrificing.
Yeah, and they not understanding it. So I was letting them know,
it's kind of like sacrifice. It's the same shit.
Letting them know.
And so to speak, we are kind of sending them to the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Because we know nothing good come from that. Well, a cool video, a dance, when niggas is like, sturdy, and then your ass is dead in the next couple weeks or facing a murder charge just so you could do a fucking dance and ain't no OG stepping up saying, yo, y'all gotta stop. And we the OGs, cat. We the OGs. So we ain't gonna say nothing then who? We gotta just watch this whole generation grow up fucked up because we was scared.
Nah, I'm on that. I'm like, listen, one of my favorite skits.
Because we were scared, bro.
One of my favorite skits is from the Chronic album. When he was like, if I
gotta die for that black man to have a life, I'm a dead motherfucker.
That's one of my favorite, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie, when I would hear that, I would even as a youngster, I'm like, we need that kind of energy. So when they taking that away from us, telling niggas, nah, bro, go throw the dress on, bro. Go get your eyebrows done. Go get a BBL, nigga. Yeah. All this wild shit niggas is doing, they doing this shit they don't want no revolutionary spirit with us. Because then they like, bro, and it's not about being revolutionary, it's more evolutionary. They don't want us to evolve. Yeah. They want us to evolve. You don't want to revolve, that's going in a circle. You want to evolve. So we need an evolutionary spirit. It ain't about being better or being different. It's all about having something for yourself. We don't got shit, bro.
You know how much we don't. This is what I'm trying to.
We don't got nothing.
You wanna know how much we don't have shit? Like they own, they own the buildings and the houses that you're living in the neighborhood. So you don't even got your community. Anytime that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anytime they wanna
get you up out of here.
Uproot you and have a different
up the rent on you.
Yeah, they could move you out.
Up the rent.
That's what I'm saying. We don't even have that. So what I'm trying to tell people is that we have to have like minds. So what happens is, look, so like if you go by like Borough Park, right?
Yeah.
Remember, that was all Jewish.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What happened was then the Asians moved in. You know what I mean? And say, you know what? We gonna own the whole joint. Now they pushed the Jews down. Because they had the plan to where so now if you going in Borough Park and you on like 8th Ave, you know what I mean? Like you on like 8th or 9th, you know what I mean, over there, then you'll see like over about Fort Hamilton, you'll see that the Asians took it and moved it down. So what they did was they got in, right? And they got in and bought it and put their stores and everything and made that money just go. And now they got their own community, but it took them putting their minds together.
It takes them putting their mind together. Like you said, the money got to circulate in your community. If the money don't, that's what I'm saying. How we don't know this shit.
How we never, that's some, like we never owned the bodegas.
No, we didn't own
and that's our neighborhood though. But I'm saying
Kennedy Fries, none of that, nothing.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
The Kennedy Fries, the Utah Fries, the Kansas, and they serving fried chicken to niggas. They don't know nothing about fried chicken. That's what I'm saying. Fried chicken is our shit. They be like, yeah, you want some nasty ass mac and cheese? This niggas be eating that shit too.
That's what I'm saying. This is the shit that we do.
This shit ain't no mac and cheese. I'll be like, you fuck this up.
Yeah. Here goes.
This is crazy.
Take some coleslaw.
Take some coleslaw.
Take some coleslaw with that.
And a biscuit and a roll.
But you know what I'm saying?
Two rolls.
But that's
homie.
the difference. We don't teach
And we'll
that.
eat that shit at 4 a.m.
Yeah, see, we don't teach that.
5, they stay open at 5 a.m. Like your mother wouldn't even cook no chicken at 5 a.m. She'd be like, nigga, the fuck you eating fried chicken at 5
Yeah.
a.m?
Man, sit your ass down.
Yeah, but whole boy, Aggie got it for us.
Got it.
A whole tray of that
Kill's
shit.
breast.
And center breast.
Got
You
a
get-
biscuit and
you
a
get two
Kill's
center
breast for you. Right, here you go, hold it down.
Hold it down. Eat this grease in the middle of the night.
And then some of them will tell you it's halal. The Kennedy fried, but halal Kennedy fried. What?
Yo, I seen one in Brooklyn the other day, East New York. This shit was a Kennedy fried juice bar. Like they had healthy shit and fuck that shit. I was like, these niggas is just cornering the market, son.
That's how they doing
I
it.
said, nigga gonna give me a gong and a center breast?
Yeah,
What the fuck is going on?
yeah,
You want ginseng with your center breast? I was
Yeah.
like, for real?
yeah. Here you
Like,
go. So that way you can combat it.
I was like, damn. But if that was a brother, I would have been like, fuck it. This nigga got a weird idea, but at least he's a brother.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
we don't-
you'll see a nigga pull up in a $300,000 car though. And it's before he owns anything. The problem is he'll pull up in a Maybach that he's policing is killing him before he go buy a business.
That's
And
what
this
I'm
is the
trying to tell
problem.
you. It's no, and it's like,
But what do we do, man? This is what I'm asking you, brother. Like, we could talk about music, we could talk about the Kardashians,
No,
we could talk about
me
your career,
ain't-
my
that's
career.
what I'm saying.
What the fuck do we go from here? Like,
first of all, this is what we do. We do what doesn't take much to accomplish, right? So what I mean by that is what we do, what that doesn't take much to accomplish is we come to an agreement, right? And then we go put music together because that's who we fighting. You know what I mean?
medium.
So we go because can't nobody beat us there.
not at all.
No, nobody can't beat us there.
Not at all.
So what we do
Not
is
at
we
all.
make the product undeniable like we do. So we, like I said, if it's me, you, and if it's me, you, and Havoc, right? And we put a project together. We put 10 joints together. You know what I mean? Like nobody can beat that.
No.
So what happens is now, look. So then when we do that, now that's our sword. That's our sword. That's our gun right there. You know what I mean? And we go to war with whoever is not in line with us building what we need to build, because that's what they need. Because what they're gonna do is say, they're gonna say like we could teach them, right? But the first thing they're gonna say is like, where the fuck is the music at? So now it's like, look, yeah, they go to music. Now let's get back to what we was talking about. Because then with the music, then we could go with a project like that, we could go get the capital. You understand? And then with the capital,
It's gonna be more than music though. We gotta
Nah,
get out.
but-
We gotta get out there, King.
see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what you got.
No,
this is what you
bear
understand.
I bear witness.
So what I'm
saying.
trying to tell you is that, like I said, like say like the Jewish people, right? Say one probably wanted a deli, right? The other probably wanted a church, right? But they say, you know what? If we open up the banks, then we ain't gotta worry about loans. We could get that. You could get your what's the name? You could get your church. You could get your deli. So that's what I'm saying. Our music, an album like that, you know what I mean? An album like that is the banks. That's a bank right there, because that can get us capital funding.
Yeah.
You understand me? Like,
Of course.
we could literally go to the internet right now, right, and tell the people we raising money, right? We could be like, we raising money for Ali Vegas, Saigon, and Havoc album, and we will have hundreds of thousands in the thing before the week's end. You understand? But this what I'm saying is, we go get the capital, so that after we go get the capital, then we can build and do what, you know what I mean? Now we can go
Do things.
yeah, so now we can go to Newark and get them their uniforms. You know what I'm saying? And have the football team.
There's a
back online.
refrigerator program they do in Brownsville in East New York, where they just leave community refrigerators on the block. You ever seen them in refrigerators? And they just leave it full of food. So anybody can go in there and get TV dinners, get food, like a family who ain't got nothing.
Like I got my brother.
It sound like a small thing.
No, my brother's a chef cooking with Corey. He do 600 meals.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah, we just need
for
more
night
of
shift.
that. We need more.
But this what I'm saying. What I'm trying to tell you is that we can. That's where we start. We start what doesn't take we start with something that doesn't take capital to make, but you can gain capital from.
It's funny because me and my brother met through a guy named Glenn Toby who was doing Book Bank Foundation and was teaching the importance of literacy. And that was my appeal that made me even rock with Glenn Toby.
Going to shelters.
I seen him going to shelters, doing community work.
But that's what I said. In order for us to do what we set out to do, like I said, we have to do what takes less funding, but can gain more capital. And then we can do what we want to do in our communities and in these communities of color and brown people, black and brown people.
I just think it's time to start doing it. I think that we've known that for a long time. We've had a Black Wall Street before. We know what it means to come together. It's all about the action. And I think that's where we at right now. And I think hopefully what these brothers are doing, and I don't mean it's like, it's one thing, there's not a racist bone in my body. I've never been a racist. Some of my best friends are white. I don't care what religion you are, what color you are. If you're a good person, you're a good person. That divide and conquer shit works within races as well. And a lot of time they'll differentiate us and go, oh, this man is this, or he's this religion, so you shouldn't rock with him, or he's that, and he believes this. At the end of the day, if you're a righteous person, you're a righteous man. And a lot of what's going on is division. This is division. It's caused by people knowing that people unified together is stronger than when you divide people. When you divide people, you can control them. They're easier to control. And that's what's happening with hip hop. You got young against old, South against West, this blood against Crip. We break these people up and make them think they different and they're not unified. And I always use hip hop as a reference because this is a hip hop platform. You know, this DJ Vlad. So we talking about a culture that made this man rich, just made us put millions of dollars in our pockets, you know what I'm saying? So we talk about a beautiful culture that all we need to do is figure it out, how to really maximize what's the good of it and what's the importance of it. And I think that's what's gonna bring everybody together. I think hip hop could heal the world, bro. I feel like that.
Of course.
I feel like that's the power of this shit.
Because it's the ever changing, and it's the most ever changing and the most gravitating. It's the most gravitating.
I've been embraced by all different walks of life because I could rap, because of my words and hip hop, something I learned.
No matter where you go.
Yeah, it's universal. It's accepted.
Hip hop is a black card of music. It's accepted everywhere. It's unlimited funding. You understand?
That's the reason why I feel like it's so important for us to take it to get a grip on it.
No, but that's why it starts with
going in the stool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's because at the end of the day, it's going to go back to where the music. That's what I'm saying.
I feel you.
You know,
how do we do it instead of just talking about it? What's going to get us to plan and action? It's not just about how you change, because we know the narrative at this point. Yeah. We've been knew the narrative. We've seen it happen. We know what to do at this point. But when the fuck are we gonna start doing it? That's the question. The question is when.
It takes us to start it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
But you think I feel like this the first time I thought I was starting? I thought there's been many times where I'm on the front line and I don't get no support. I don't got no support. I feel like a lonely soldier out there by myself. Like
I know, because you know why? Because you on one side. You know what I mean? You on one side of the world with the rifle, and I'm on the other side with the rifle, and you know what I mean? So we both like, man, fuck that, I'm throwing my rifle down, man. But that's what I'm saying. But if we find each other, now we find each other,
that's
we like,
the thing,
you know what?
man.
Let's go to war with these niggas.
I think community is so, we throw the word around. Black community, gay community, Asian, Jewish community. We throw that word community around without getting to the root of that. Because you don't have community without unity. So if the word is there. Yeah. So if there ain't no unity, you don't have a fucking community. And this is why when people be like, I be like, we got neighborhoods. We don't have communities because we don't work with each other.
Not at all.
Ants work with each other.
They build.
Everything works with these monkeys. These motherfuckers be bees. Look how bees. Lions hunt with the pride. This I protect it. You go get the grub. You hold the cubs down. This is your job. They all understand that. And you telling me us as humans can't figure it out? That shit is backwards. It's like the tail wagging the dog. And I say that shit a lot, and then it starts to sound repetitious, but I'm like, bro, when we gonna figure this shit out? We got enough resources. We are the NBA. We are the NFL. We are entertainment. We are music. We are everything. The pulse. We the oil in the engine in this country. But our communities or our neighborhoods is where the killings go down. We still watch 45, 50 shootings in Chicago, and this shit becomes normal to us, to where we like, oh, it's only 65 shootings in Chicago this weekend. Nigga, that's supposed to be a state of emergency right there. Like the world's supposed to stop.
The numbers is down.
Yeah, they was like, it was 66 last week. What are you talking about? Like, he been saying a word all night. There's been accountability. We have to hold somebody accountable. We gotta come from a place, we can't look for basketball players. We can't look for Kyrie. Kyrie, we love what you're doing, but we don't want to see you crash and burn and fuck up because if niggas ain't gonna get with you.
No.
Know what I'm saying? We don't want you to be the sacrificial lamb, and then LeBron and these niggas is gonna shoot at you instead of standing with you, because then we gonna feel like, damn, look, they just gutted this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
so
we can't.
Where's the people that we need to be held accountable? They need to be held accountable.
But that's what I'm saying.
Where are they at?
It's so crazy, but you know, this when I first, this so crazy when I first seen you on Love and Hip Hop, right?
Oh man.
No, when I seen you on that, right? I swear to you, I called him. I'm like, yo, get his number. What the fuck is he doing? Because I'm like, the thing about it was like, I'm like, everything we building.
You know what's funny? The funny part is I thought I was gonna be able to infiltrate that
And change it from
and change the narrative. Yeah.
No, but you know what it is?
Cause it was like, look, here I am with a girl who I don't really fuck with, but I got a son with her, so I'm gonna show a present black father. Yeah, that's what I thought I was doing.
You just didn't have the right partnership, because look at what Pat did.
Exactly. And it's funny because Papoose called me after he watched my public meltdown, right? It was like, yo, fam, I got an opportunity to do Love and Hip Hop. Like, you the first person I thought of when I said, do it, King. I said, yo, do it because you got your partner, you got the right person to do it with. And it's a great for both of y'all, because you can't deny that many eyeballs. You getting a great platform. It's about what you do with it. And number one, they're not gonna play with Remy. Like them females, they're not gonna play with Remy. Like, oh, we could manipulate her, make her look crazy. Or Remy, let this bitch throw a drink in your face. Nah. Remy would have shot all the motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you know what
like
I'm saying? Like, bang, bang, bang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Remy's a real one.
No,
like,
but that's what I'm saying. Though. I
So-
think but that's how he doing it. I'm like, yo, man, like.
Yeah, but the thing was, I thought I could. And we, like you said, we was working together, it would have worked, but we wasn't working together. But you know what I'm saying?
No, but it's a living and learning.
Living and learning, yeah.
And then knowing, like, so what I'm trying to tell you is that this is what I'm trying to tell you. Now, like, now you go get your gun. You know what I mean? No, that's what I'm saying. Your music is your gun, because that's how you gather everybody with your sound. So you go get your gun. That's your gun. Then now when you come back outside, you know. You know what I mean? You know the angles. You like, okay, I know where to do that.
But even with the music, we're gonna have to step on some toes.
But what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying.
We're gonna have to step on some toes.
No,
like,
but if you doing it, but what I'm trying to tell you is if you doing it with what you know,
yeah,
it don't matter. Can't nobody.
You're right.
Because motherfuckers gonna stand on what they gonna stand on.
That's the only way I know how to do it.
But this is what I'm saying.
So yeah, there's a thing, man. Like Kanye just went, not to keep, you know, it's hard to such a polarizing figure, but he went and said something that was really, really dramatic and said, my mother was sacrificed. Now, knowing that he paid for his mom's surgery, that unfortunately took her life. What are you saying by she was sacrificed if you know how she passed? Is he saying something for real, or is we bugging? Like, or is he just like, I'm just trying to, what do you think? Like, 'cause none of us got the answer, Sway.
No.
You don't got the answer, Sway.
I mean, it's a traumatic, traumatic experience that he probably blocked out and could never would say it. You know what I mean? And now it's just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I look, basically, like, yeah, I did it.
Elaborate, but
no, but what I'm saying is,
When you sacrifice somebody, that means you knowingly sacrificing somebody.
So look at the timeline. So what happened before and what happened after? You know what I'm saying? So what was, where was he at in his career before?
He was doing well, but he wasn't.
So after,
He wasn't Yeezy, but he was.
so after it was that, right?
Damn.
Before it was that, and then after it was that. So it's a proposition. Yo, look, you know what I mean? You can have this, but you know what I mean? Your mother's in the way.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, see, because it's different. That's what I'm saying. We think different, man. You understand? When the devil get a hold of you, man, the devil got a hold of you. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing, when you get, like you said, the greed, and you gotta understand, the greed though. So what I'm trying to tell you is this.
It's devil.
Yeah, because, and you gotta look at what you idolize, right? So just think, if he idolized like Hove, right? That's his idol. He idolized Hove. So yeah, that's his big brother, but secretly he in a competition with him, right? So if they letting him know, like if he telling them, if they telling him, look,
you
do this,
you be richer than Jay-Z. He willing to do anything. If
they lend it out for you and tell them, yo, look, this you gonna do this, and you gonna have kids with Kim Kardashian. You gonna build. You know what I'm saying?
Now that he's on the downside, right? If you had to put a percentage, because you went through it with Lamar Odom being your cousin, right?
Mm-hmm.
You seen the effects, and I'm not just gonna blame it. Like you said, Chloe was a good person.
Yeah.
But when he married Chloe, he married the family, right? So he had to go. He married America.
He married the world. That's what I was saying.
Exactly.
He married the world.
So you think there's any commonality with their downfalls being attached to that family, Kanye and Lamar?
Nah, I think it's more about knowing what you're getting into. You know how like listen, where it's like anything. It's like, damn, shorty bad, right? So right there, when you say shorty bad, right, you gotta think down the line of what can come with you acknowledging that shorty bad. Listen, I'm gonna get to the point. Like you gotta know what come with that, right? So when you say shorty bad, you gotta like, damn, I'll probably, if I bag that or go on a date with that, I probably can smash that. And then you're not, like, most people not thinking more than that. But then, oh shit, a kid come and now I gotta deal with this shorty. And now shorty don't want me, but you know what I mean? Shorty don't want me, but I know how bad she is and what she do, but she want everybody outside. You know what I mean? So you're afraid to, you know what I mean? Afraid to lose that. So what happens is they get into those situations of like, damn, the name is, you know, like that name, I could, you know what I mean? I could do this, I could excel here. Yeah. And then not knowing that.
So it does got something to do with it.
No, but it's not really them, because Travis Scott is doing well.
Travis Scott just got a few people stomped out. Bro.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is he's doing well. He ain't lose his mind.
Not far as we know.
No, I'm just letting you know.
Got nightmares thinking about that concert.
No, I'm just
that nigga like, God damn, like this is on my clock.
But he didn't. But that wasn't him leaving and that happening. You know what I mean? I think your sanity is your sanity. I think what happens is.
So would it be safe to say if he does go down that slippery slope, there's something going on there? Because you gotta look at it like this, right? Like. Like you said, be careful what you ask for. But you,
that's what I'm saying.
Getting into some shit like, and I know there was a place where you was like, I told Cuzzo about Shorty. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Be careful what you,
because you're gonna marry the world. You're not just. That's what I'm saying. If you're not built if you're not built to marry the world, where it's like, where if you're a private person, you forfeiting your privacy when you get involved with them. So and I think that's the downfall, is that they don't know how much, like you don't know how much you forfeiting your privacy. And Kanye forfeited his privacy.
Something spooky about them too, man. The whole shit with like the father and all that.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm saying when you get with one of them, you forfeiting your privacy.
Yeah.
And that's what And that's what makes you go like.
Speaking of forfeit, right? Kanye's so-called cancel. What do you feel about cancel culture? You think that is that something that's figment of my imagination, or is it real? Like they say, all right, you canceled, then all of a sudden everybody just jumps on the bandwagon like, oh shit, he's canceled. We don't fuck with. You see in DaBaby, they said DaBaby's canceled to where he's giving away 2-for-1 tickets. He can't sell no tickets right now after he said something about a particular community, right? And they saying since then he's been canceled. How do you feel about the whole cancel culture thing? Is it real? Is it something that you think is just dick riding, or is it
canceled?
Or is it the sheep lead following the blind leading the blind?
Nah, canceled is just like, first of all, we decide that if you ain't canceled, you ain't popping.
Exactly. I feel like that's how I feel.
Right?
I'm like, if you ain't, only niggas we talk about is the so-called canceled niggas.
Well, I'm trying to tell you.
They just was like, yo, they got Dave Chappelle, he's canceled. But he's
can't
trending at the same time.
Yeah.
He's just trending for being canceled.
If they don't want you going, you ain't on.
That's how I feel.
But I look at it this way. I look at it as it's all about canceled from what? You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like, it's about what you, if you know what you got in it for, right? How could they cancel you? If your family is fed, your house is paid for and everything, like, you cancel me for what? You telling me the only way you could cancel me is if you mute me, like you said.
That's the thing.
But you can make music still.
That's the thing.
He still can make music.
And once it's almost like what we seen happen with Bill Cosby, right? Bill Cosby, they drug him in front of all of us, right? Made him look like a serial rapist. Like he raped tens and thousands. Now, and the worst look you can get. Came back. They didn't have the same energy when it was like, oops, he should have never even been tried, right? Let the man, sentence the man, then turn around, let him go home and free and throw that under the rug. Like, let's not make a big deal out of him being free and never should have even been charged like we did when it was time to publicly hang him. And guess who didn't say nothing about it? Guess who just sat there and went with the flow?
Us.
Us.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? We just sat right there and watched one of our heroes get crucified.
Because if you don't have the proper things in order, then that's the way it's gonna be. So it's like,
but that's always leads us back to where we keep leading back to that place.
No, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Where it's like where police could ravish your whole vehicle and be like, oh, sorry.
So what do? You a
fault.
frontliner? You on the front line?
You
willing to die for the shit? Guru told me I'm ready to die. Guru's ready. Young Guru, he's mixing my new album right now. I got a new album coming out. Speaking of music, right?
See?
I've been working with Buck Wild. We did a project and Guru's mixing it. And yo, we was talking last night and I could see the passion that's in his face when it comes to like DaBabies, bro. He remind me of Homeboy from the Dre skit. Like, yo, if I gotta lose my life for the next person to get a better life and to understand, I'm on the front line.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you.
And this is a dude who sits next to Jay-Z every day.
Yeah, because you gotta be willing.
You gotta be willing.
Like
we need more people like that.
I'm not afraid.
We got suckers, bro.
Yeah, because you can't be afraid.
You can't be afraid.
Because what you gonna show?
Imagine if Malcolm X. Imagine if Harriet Tubman was scared. Imagine if Frederick Douglass was scared. Imagine if Marcus Garvey was scared. Imagine if the people we talk about hundreds of years after they death.
But that's what hip hop. But that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Hip hop was that.
That's what I'm saying.
Because like it was.
That's what I've been preaching.
It was the ghetto hymns that freed the slaves.
Exactly.
Because the masses ain't know what they talking about.
They know what they talking about. We using drums.
Like, wade in the water.
Wade in the water. Yeah.
We leaving tonight.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that. And that's what we was doing in music. We was doing that in. We was. You know what I mean? We was doing that in music. Like, yo, Popo come through. That's what it used to be.
Yeah.
We went from helping each other to they put us in a corner to where they made it good for us to tell on ourselves. You know what I mean? Remember, that's why there's no storytelling in hip hop no more. Because nobody's rhyming in third person. So everybody's telling on themselves like, I run up on you, put the gun in your face, I shot him at 3:30 p.m.
Yeah. And then they're using it against you in court.
That's what I'm saying.
They turn around and be like, use that same lyric in court to give you a RICO law.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. So that's why
it's the new crack.
But that's why you gotta be third person now.
Nah, fuck third person.
No, I'm just saying as far as
we gotta be active, bro. We gotta be like, we gotta think like, yo, to being the topic is being sacrificed. We gonna be them sacrificial lambs.
Listen, man.
When we do step in that booth, we ain't gonna play.
Listen, if I gotta lose my life for my son to have a life, whatever's gonna be.
I don't play in there. I go in there and I when people hear this record, that's what I do.
Like, I don't care about that shit.
Bro.
Like I don't care about.
Fuck it.
I don't care about None of that. You know what I mean? It's about
Damn, son.
giving them knowledge of self and learning, like, yo, you know what? This is who you are. You know what I mean? Like,
I just hope niggas don't go backwards. Like, and when I say niggas, I don't mean black people. I mean mankind. Like, we gotta learn from this shit and move forward.
but we got to push it forward. That's why I always say. That's why I told you when you asked me what the dweebing meant, and I was like, you know what I mean? It's celebrity dweeb is doing what everyone everywhere believes in. So basically, if you doing what everyone everywhere believes in, you just being yourself. You know what I mean? If you a thug, then that's what the people believe in. If you a cool guy that don't like arguing or fighting, then be that. That's what everybody believe in. Like what we gotta learn is that we gotta learn to coexist. That everybody can't be the same person. You know what I mean? Like everybody can't be the cool, calm person. Everybody can't be the thugged out person. Everybody can't be the gangster. Everybody can't be like, we gotta learn to be like, okay, cool. This is what you do well. This is how you can help the movement. This is what we do.
And that's all unity.
That's it.
All unity. All that at the end of the day, the basis is unity. So remember that. If we ain't got no unity, we don't have a community.
Nah.
And we gotta keep that shit on the forefront of our minds. Thank y'all for your time, man. Saigon, Ali Vegas. Shout out to Havoc, couldn't be here, but we gonna keep it moving. You know, we still got QU in the building. Queens get the money. You know what I'm saying? Vlad TV, thank you, Vlad, for the platform. Thank everybody for checking this out, man. I hope you got some knowledge. There's a lot of jewels dropped here, man.
That's
a lot of
do.
jewels.
Every time we get together, this is what happens.
And look out for the music, man. Y'all stay tapped in. You heard me? Cy Giddy, Ali Vegas, have peace and love. Yo, nothing is off the record.